I believe Scarlet.
Chat. Chat, since it's the last stream, I think we have to play a sad song. I think it's time to play a sad song, chat. It's so sad. Oh boy. Let's just play it, I guess. Yes, chat. Yes. Yes. Oh, God. There I am. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Opp Block, your one-stop shop for everything commentary, news, research, and goings-on on the internet for the last time. I'm your host, and I'm going to try to move my little PNG a little bit forward. It's me, FalGEXE. I'm coming at you live and alive from Opp Block Studios. I don't know if you know this, but I've been canceled in a Google Dockie. Yo, this is gonna be one of the funniest fucking streams that we have done in a while. I already know that we've already done so much. It's so funny. This is maybe one of the funniest streams that we're gonna do in a little bit. Scarlet Reaper is back from the dead and is working with Rose Malay, question mark? Oh, well, it's kind of looking like that. And there's like weird, I think Rose is like throwing other people in commentary under the bus because she may or may not like them. Or maybe Scarlet Reaper is doing the same. Very bizarre.
Nim the Gudra became a member. Nim the Gudra celebrates 2 months of membership. Opp Block, more like the flop block.
Thank you, Nim the Gudra. Thank you for the 2 months. Minuteman with the 5. Thank you.
Have some money, you monster.
I know, I'm such a fucking monster. A car?
Wow, got the Google Dockie before Beckett, huh?
You know what's crazy? I did get the Google Dockie before Beckett. And it is kind of crazy to think that I got one before Beckett. Or even Diesel. I'm the only one who got a Google Dockie. And I can tell you guys why. We're gonna make fun of the Google Dockie because it's so bad! It's so horrendously bad! This may be, I'm not gonna lie, I'll never forget this. I had just joined commentary. And I asked Beckett a question, and I'll never forget the answer. I just asked Beckett how he like manages in commentary. And the response I get essentially was, be a different type of villain. And at this point, I love the kind of villain I guess I've become for people. Because I've become the soy one. It's just very, very funny. Slug with the 5. I don't know why that didn't play for a second. Oh, there we go.
I debunked and handled the stuff referenced years ago. I ran Steve out of commentary.
Oh no.
I was watching lazy stream when phone ring. Michael is kill. No.
Oh my god, guys, we already hit the fucking goal. You know what that means? Oh, there's no treat thing on. Hold up. There's no treat thing on this thing. Hold up. Studio mode. Let me grab it from a different spot. I will copy and then get the reference here. Nope, that's the wrong one. Reference here. Put it right above this. So it goes right here over the op. It goes below the op intro. Chat, you've hit. Hold up. Out of studio mode. You've hit a goal. Look at that, chat. Look at that. You've hit a goal, chat. There we go. That means that dog gets a treat. It's time to feed the puppers. It's time to give her treats. It's time to feed the dog now at the Opp Block stream tonight. Yes, everybody, it's time to feed that dog. I know you can't see her, but I can feel her because she's already behind me. She's literally sitting. So here, girl, here's a big treat from me to you. Here, Leia. What are you doing? Oh, God. She bit my hand. Chat. Ow. Why did she bite me? I can't believe she did it.
Evil sentient soy latte boy.
I know. But yes, chat. Also, before I begin, I have a little ditty for everybody. I know the Willie Mac drama is like burning commentary right now, but I have a little ditty from the city for everybody. Let's see if the volume is good.
Please don't hurt yourself. You wouldn't even stop me. Yes, I would. Do it. Watch me. Dude, this is insane.
Do it. Watch
You're gonna have to unban her. I'll figure it out.
me. I'm dead anyways.
And it makes me question fucking everything.
Where are the rest of those messages? Who is this YouTuber? Who the fuck is this guy?
Who is that guy,
Please,
Nick?
I need to see the new messages. Where were these fucking posted?
Huh?
Holy shit, dude. Does anyone know who this YouTuber is? The Opp Block?
Yeah.
The Opp Block.
Yeah, Diorio. Fucking
Dogs
guy.
can sense evil.
Who is the Opp Block? The dog can sense evil is correct. Who the fuck is that? That is currently on fire, Nick Dior. Listen, I want to make it very clear before we begin. There's a message of him. I popped into the stream, and he's like, "Oh, congratulations on the exclusive." It's just very funny. I think it's like one of those funny things that like only I can enjoy. I think, because it is for me a gay old time. But I want to make it like very clear before we begin, because I know it's gripping commentary right now. Willie Mac is going crazy, and he's acting like a spurg. There you go. He's acting like a spurg, chat. It is not okay to blame people for your docs info going around when it's very, very much other people.
Night guys, Scarlet's gonna be my new target.
Ah, yeah. Thank you. Who will feed the dog? The doggo will always be here. The doggo will always. Wait, is Dew in here? I didn't see Dew. Where's Dew in the Google Dockie? So, the Google Dockie is just me, so that's where, like, the other op members are not here. Rita!
So sad you get cancelled just when Nick noticed you.
I know. Finally, I've broken, like, 3 dramas he's covered, and my stream never gets picked up. I don't fucking care. It's just very funny that this is the day that this Google Dockie drops. It's, like, the insane day. Like, it's the insane August day. Like, for those who don't know who, this is like their first year in commentary because you found us or things like that. August is always creator crash out month.
But yeah, chat spam turtles for Falgi.
Thank you. August is always creator crash out month. Every August, Nicholas Diorio has had to kill a friend at least once or twice. Like, he's had to, like, cut somebody out. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a really bad drama. Again, I don't think Nick has to be guilty by association. I don't think anybody needs to do that. But what I will say is that it is okay to say that your friend fucked up. It is okay to say that your friend really fucked up and he needs to stop. Because again, it was Bad and Banana who shared the docs, and it was then shared inadvertently, obviously, by Destiny, and then inadvertently by Queeman.
All because Rose Mullet cannot stop yapping.
Yes, I know,
Wow.
we'll get there. But Falgi, you liked Hassan once. Oh, we'll get there, Gilded! We'll get there! Which is going to be a fun time, trip down memory lane. And this is how I know that this is Scarlet Reaper at all times of the day. Because guess what? Who else is gonna make a Google Dockie but Scarlet motherfucking Reaper?
Turtle emoji.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. So let's, let's finally, yes, I know Rose got banned in Nick's chat, that fucking clout-hungry cunt. Oh, Rose, I'm not going to be nice to you this stream. It's very, very funny. I am very excited. Rose, if you're in the chat, because I tagged you, speak now and forever hold your peace, because I'm talking about you, Rose. It's okay, Rose. You're here. I know you are. It's okay, Rose. You could talk. I've said your name 3 times now. But let's chat. Let's get into everything. So before we begin... Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, shut up thing. Yes, it's the new intro. But yes, I want to give a big shout out to Lord Rush. Rush made this art. I guess I'm dead now.
Just the parasocial tip.
Thank you, Star Sprinter with a 19. Thank you. But yes, everybody, it is going to be a fun time. So let's talk about this document right here. So I love this document for so many reasons. Why do I love this document? I love this document because they stole my outline for the Scarlet Reaper Cameron document, which is hilarious, by the way. They stole my fucking table of contents thing. They stole everything from me. They can't fucking do anything right. Oh, they stole my format. Oh my god, it's so funny. Oh, this is gonna be one of my favorite streams of all time. Oh, this is gonna be so fucking great. So let's talk about this. I was sent this. I'm not gonna obviously say who sent this to me, but somebody caught wind of this and I found this. And for those who are like, Falgy, how do you know that this is Scarlet Reaper? Here's what I'm gonna tell you how I know this is Scarlet Reaper. I have a picture here that I probably should have sent myself, but at the time I didn't think about it. Let me send this to Cloudy. So, how do I know this is Scarlet Reaper? Very easily speaking. So, because nobody pays attention on Google Docs, I just looked who wrote the Google Doc. And for old heads of the channel, you will see Project Fairness Modified. Now, I don't know who created it on the 21st. Cope and Seethe viewers, welcome, 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 Cope and Seethe. Welcome, Cope and Seethe. Oh, chat. I'm getting canceled. Fuck you, Beckett. You've never gotten a fucking Google Docie before, motherfucker. Oh, Sticker Gang, hello, Sticker Gang. Child, not now. Isn't this how Emu Emily got outed? Absolutely it is. So yes, I always check the permissions on a document, just in case I could see an edit history or anything like that, right? And what's this? Project Fairness 5M at gmail.com. Now, for long-time viewers of the channel and of Diesel's channel, you will know this. Project Fairness was a Need for Speed modding community that Scarlet Reaper used to run. This stupid fuck.
Does this make you the head of the cabal now?
Yes, I am the secret head of the cabal. I didn't stream for the longest time, and now I do. This is so funny to me. This is one of the most hilarious things. This is so funny. So yes, this document, you can see it again. Who is the Opp Block? Is obviously, it's me. This is specifically, what's his face? Scarlet Reaper. I do also have Scarlet's 2 apology videos, and then he made a retraction, which we will kind of make fun of, but we'll get there. Oh, Scarlet, you stupid fuck. And this is to Rose. Rose, there's a lot of you in this document too. I'm not gonna lie, Rose, it's not looking good. Rose, really weird that you blamed Brad for seeing his sex offender friend when you're sharing information with a guy who admitted he was a pedophile. Very weird, Rose. I don't know about that. Ooh, Rose, I don't know. There's a lot of you in this document. Ooh, girl. Rose Malay? Yeah. Well, here's a funny part. I've never shared this because this is really, really funny. Rose tried to get into my Rose Malay document because she asked for permissions, and I just laughed at her and denied it. Oh, Rosie. Again, I can't prove it 110%, but you could look at the information and make a decision based on that. So I guess it's time to finally go over who is the Opp Block. So who is the Opp Block? 30-year-old Hassan supporter. Now we will always do this. Yes, Slug. Yes, Slug. We'll talk about that.
Only Rose would bring up debunked things about me.
Yes, we'll get there. 30-plus-year-old Hassan supporter. I've talked about this multiple times. Cloudy and I met in Hassan's community. I am no longer what people would consider a Hassan supporter. I've been a little bit outspoken about why I think Hassan is pretty shitty when it comes to drama, because he likes to believe that he is above it, but then will constantly engage in it. And I think that, like, nobody is benefiting in Palestine if you're yelling at Ethan Klein. Personally, that's my whole thing. Again, I have leveraged criticisms towards the Kleins, but yes, I once was. Major hypocrite. We'll get there. Predator defender. I find that one very interesting, but we'll also get there. And known public harasser. I wonder who in this document... Wait. Do you think if it's public harassment, shouldn't this be about Bonk? I criticized Bonk a lot more publicly, and Amy knew publicly, than ever Rose Malay. I wonder if the only public harassment is Rose Malay. Oh, guys. No cult leader allegations either, but we'll get there. Introduction. Now, I always do introductions, so this is funny to me. I also always do this. I also have an edit log thing where, like, I have some of the edits that they've done. We'll also get into all of that. It's gonna be a really fun time. Remember to like and subscribe, join the Discord or whatever the fuck. But we'll get there. Introduction. The Opp Block. Hey, you know what? Let me make this a little bit bigger. Window capture. I'm gonna make you a little. I'm gonna bring you down, and I'm gonna, I'll make you a little bit bigger. Because I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger so you guys can read
200 people, only 30 likes. Like the stream chat.
Like the stream chat. There's so many of you. And goal! Here at the Opp Block, we do one thing. She's not on camera right now, but we feed that dog. It's time to feed the puppers. It's time to give her treats. It's time to feed the dog now on the Opp Block stream tonight. Yes, everybody, it's time to feed that dog, and you also have won another goal. Where are you, child? Here. There you go, girl. Good girl. Good girl. And yes, chat, if you want to reach another goal, all you have to do is like, subscribe, and tip to the dodo goal. And why isn't Leia on stream, you may say? She's too sad. Car, thank you so much for being a boom operator for the 1 month.
Car became a member.
Thank you. The Opp Block, aka Falgi, is a self-proclaimed doctor who works in mental health and owns a drama commentary channel that is known to cover somewhat recent drama topics. Where's Tusky and Midge-matic? Where's Tusky and Midge? You fucks! Your fucking joke about me being a doctor has gone into a fucking Google Doc! You fucking assholes! I've never proclaimed to be a doctor. I've actively said, I actively promote the importance of finding licensed medical professionals. I always say that don't take my medical advice as fact because I have the propensity to be wrong. Please, 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 always, always, always talk to a doctor that is covered by your insurance. It's so fucking funny. Oh, God. However, this has sparked massive outrage from some community members, as Falgi has been spotted to lie about people in order to fit his own agenda and shut down other people from the commentary community. Massive! Guys, they talk about me everywhere! Oh, fuck me. This is the greatest thing. This is the greatest fucking document of all time. Oh. Has responded to lie about people in order to fit his own agenda, to shut down other people for the commentary community, and even shut them away from the internet with blatant harassment, and has collaborated with several bad actors like FPS Diesel, Cope and Seethe. I wonder who hates Cope and Seethe. Out of all the people that I've covered, I wonder who hates Cope and Seethe and an episode that they did about her. I really wonder who they hate. Cameron F305 and Apple iNut. Now, everybody knows about my feelings about Cameron. I've openly said in a recorded video I would hit Cameron with my car. Cameron and I do not like each other. We've never liked each other, and we never will. But again, we will get into why that matters later, because it's weird, right? If you look at this, there's only two-ish, three-ish drama. There's only two dramas that would matter. The Cope and Seethe, Jenny! Listen, Jenny is based. Love Jenny. Jenny, we gotta talk again one of these days. It's fucking always based. Oh, let's go on. The Opp Block's career didn't really skyrocket until the whole Mr. T-Lexify drama. You stupid fuck! You've never even looked at the channel! You stupid fuck! It's the Dance Burst interview! You fuckers can't even... You can't even look at the history of the channel! We didn't start until this fucking shit! Yes. Oh, God. This is so much. Zero research has been done. In which the main leading spokesperson to speak about Lex's innocence was no other than the former content creator, Scarlet Reaper! Due to speaking from personal traumatic experiences. Yes, for those who don't know, Scarlet Reaper was allegedly raped in VR chat by a child. He couldn't take the VR headset fast enough, and the child raped him. Oh, no. Oh, buddy. Oh, this makes my fucking day. We are back. Scarlet, you can never go away. I love you, buddy. You can never fucking go away. You could try every time. Due to speaking from personal experience, Falgi has been quick to deny Scarlet's coined term, reverse predators. For those who don't know, the reverse predator is the minor grooms the adult. There's no fucking way. We do have one.
Are there any pics of Scarlet? I want to make them some lovely art less than 3.
We do have one. I know someone will be able to share it. Actually, let me see if I can find my DM with the artist who made our thumbnail for that video. I'm gonna probably reach out to them as well and make another thumbnail. But let me see. Where are you? Where are you, friend? Where are you, my beautiful friend? Where are you? 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 You know, one of the mods will do it. I can't be bothered right now. Someone has one. This is so fucking funny. They, like only Scarlet would talk about the reverse predator thing. Goat.
Tell the chat about the kids you keep in her basement.
Yes. How else do you guys think Goat and Birdie met? It was in my basement. That's the only way that they could hang out together and date. Oh boy. I love Falgi was pulling the strings all along. Of course I was. I gave her pots. Oh, let's continue. claiming that the only side that could be predators to the other, and not vice versa.
Hey Falgi, please check out my meme in the stream chat on Discord.
What did you
Smile,
make, buddy?
please do not kill me.
PZB, what did you make, buddy? I will definitely give this to you, because this would be your first meme in the Discord. No,
You soy.
no,
Soy
PZB,
monster.
I'm not pulling this up, you fuck. I can't believe you made this. Thank you. That's hilarious. We'll get there. Since then, Falgi has been extensively colluding with other bad actors behind the scenes to prove Scarlet was a, quote, predator. We have DMs of you talking sexually to someone you thought was 15 years old. You're insane. And we also have you on record saying that you had pedophilic tendencies. You fucking pedophile freak. Oh, no, I am the Dio of the commentary community at this point.
Falgi the Dio of commentary.
Orewa no Dio. To force him to admit to a false confession and to falsely defaming Mr. T Lexify in order to make sure that Scarlet's information wasn't doxed. I have never, ever threatened Scarlet Reaper with doxing. Inadvertently, Scarlet has attempted to dox me, which is really funny. Scarlet has been trying to dox me repeatedly, and it's hilarious. Maybe one of the funniest things known to man. I'm very, very interested. Oh, this Rena, this is your animation, but can I pull it up elsewhere? Fuck. I have to download it, Rena. I'll get a chance to do that later. But again, in this document, we'll be showcasing the history of Scarlet and Falgi, and also several other individuals Falgi has decided to go up against for the sake of his career, and pointed the hypocrisy of his selfish matters to just win a pointless fight. All right, so table of contents. Now, Scarlet, Rose, whoever is making this right now, you need to refresh this button. You click on it and you refresh it. When you refresh it, the added new pages go in there because you now are at 20 pages. You need to refresh this button, buddy. I'm telling you how to make this Google Doc better. Also, you should also have appendices for all known channels, buddy. You've got to do it that way. Have appendices for the channel. All socials, all other things like that. I should be able to see my socials. I should be able to see my throne. I should be able to see my YouTube, my Twitter, anything. Okay, so Scarlet versus the Opp Block. Now, we've already covered Scarlet Reaper. You can see it in the stream that we did on Scarlet again, where we reintroduced who Scarlet was. We also did a video confronting Scarlet Reaper. All those kinds of things. The short TLDR is, this guy believes that minors can groom adults and has been a victim of it and believes top YouTubers who are outed as pedophiles or at least predators are also victims of it. Hilarious, I know. One of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. So for those unfamiliar, the Opp Block first joined a Twitter space initially made under Scarlet Reaper in August. Okay, buddy, did you link? Okay, hold up. Come on. You could have done this correctly. Oh, you stupid fuck! Listen, you idiot! Oh, Scarlet, you fucking moron! You're supposed to put the timestamp when you link something. Whenever you link a video, you gotta put the timestamp in there. You've gotta link it to the timestamp. You stupid idiot! You link it to the timestamp! It's been a year now! You fucking tourist! Oh. Not you grading the doc? Of course I fucking am. This is what we do. This is what channels ask us to do. This is what research is about. I'm teaching them how to do better research. Oh, it's so fucking funny. Alongside FPS Diesel, talking about the finale of the drama. It actually wasn't the finale of the drama. The drama kept going. Talking about the finale of the drama to finally put a nail in the coffin. as a celebratory win for Scarlet Reaper and everyone else involved, but also Mr. T Lexify. Oh, buddy. Unbeknownst to Scarlet, FPS Diesel was live on YouTube. Both him, the Opp Block, and his known associates were there to ruin the celebration party. They were celebrating a guy who admitted to having an underage girlfriend that he hid from his friends. Yes, they met when they were 17, when he was 17, but he hid that his girlfriend was a fan and was underaged. He hid that from his friends. His friends wouldn't have associated with him. It's very fucking obvious. Oh my god. This is gonna be so fucking fun. Oh, this is the funniest thing at this point. Upon entering the space, Falgi and Diesel decided to downplay the concept of reverse predator. I can't. And proceeded to defame him, calling him a predator for thinking said ideology. They manipulated his former friend, Nav. Nav woke up. I know Nav doesn't really appear in commentary spaces anymore. I know he got burned out from time to time, but Nav, if you're around, obviously, you're always welcome here. I know you're in the Discord from time to time. Nav woke up was the hashtag we put back in the day. This is satire. Metal Man, this is an attempt. Metal Man, this is an actual attempt, because we'll get to the stuff that they're trying to, like, leverage. Despite Mr. T Lexify publishing a video titled My Ex, which we have no time to watch, many people were in support of him, including Tim Hansen, Crazy Rapid One. Who the fuck are these people? Who are you? Who the fuck are you? Who are you? Falgi has still called Lex a predator, and I still will, while also calling Pure Softy an equally crazy person, but does not call her a pedophile despite having intercourse with a younger person. That is actually incorrect. I have said openly that Lex and Ren, who is Pure Softy, are both incredibly crazy and have acted predatory towards minors. I want to tell you how crazy this shit is, right? I want to tell you how crazy this drama was. So Lex admits to having sex with his minor girlfriend, as well as continuing to be, showing that he was a fucking pay pig. Meanwhile, this crazy and like outs that she as like 21 was like dating like a 17-year-old and wanted to fuck the 17-year-old so bad in like a diary. Meanwhile, this woman, in her infinite wisdom and insanity, as a clapback to Lex after he clapbacks at her, puts out a video where she puts her own CP in it. She put her own CP in it to prove they had sex when she was still underaged. And it fucking got taken down off YouTube. I had to warn a bunch of fucking content creators. A Papa Gut had to be warned about it. I remember this. I fucking remember all this. It was insane. This was like, yes, the Oreo read this, and it was like one of the most insane dramas. Literally one of the most insane things I have ever fucking seen on the platform, because she included Polaroids of them in bed, her topless, him biting her tit while she was still a minor. I can't. I fucking remember hitting the report button so fucking fast. Yeah, the crash out was actually insane. That crash out sucked. I will never forget having to take like a day off the internet for that. That was like, you can, if you look back at that drama, that actually is what happened. And it really sucked. It was not fun. I really hated that. Was not a fun part of that drama, 110%. But yeah. Yes, I could.
Falgi, could you write a proper cancellation doc of yourself?
I will, thank you. Skarlet Reaper, I was trying to defend you and you cut me out of the call. Can I come back on? Because I was making fun of him. Skarlet had a wild expression which caused a joke, which was due to someone sexually exploiting him, allegedly a minor, has also called FPS Diesel a social groomer, or in a cleaner term, a social manipulator. No, Skarlet tried to call Diesel a pedophile. It's what he did. He did not call him a social groomer. This is fucking insane. Due to the fact that they have both alienated Nav's mind and tried to alienate the listeners of the space. Nonetheless, Skarlet was being harassed by the Opp Block fans and Diesel fans and supporters. Now, I will say there is a little bit of truth to that. We did have to curb the audience A-logging so hard, but we immediately curbed the audience. It was like an immediate curb. So, like, this is so funny. This has caused outrage as FPS Diesel has started stalking his IRL friend Ham on his YouTube streams. Singular stream, by the way. Looked up who made his art. Literally was just looking stuff up because we didn't know if the art was made by him or another person. Also, fun fact, Scarlet Reaper would say 07 met your age. So when you typed 07, it wasn't a fucking salute. 07 was the audience saying their age. So he kept saying that the audience was, Diesel's audience was made up of minors because everyone would type 07. It's one of the funniest fucking things that has ever happened. It's one of the funniest fucking things. Let's see. Yeah, I don't care about that Diesel stuff. Also, to highlight this, Skarlet played I Love Little Girls with Diesel's face in it because he would say 19 is the age of minority in Puerto Rico, which he leaked that he's from Puerto Rico. Bitch, she's 19. She's an adult. Don't do this. Skarlet then had depression and suicidal tendencies. No, he didn't. But then tries to, quote, fake his death. He did try to fake his death. He put out an entire death note that said he killed himself with a gun. He's also got 5150'd allegedly because he was stalking a woman. He stalked someone when he was 16. He also hates his mother because he has severe autism, allegedly. Allegedly has severe autism. Hilarious, I know. In order not to deal with the further harassment from both fan bases by wiping his channel and accounts off the map.
I'm gonna summon the cockies for revenge for this.
Yeah, he admitted to it, yeah. So a 5150, it depends on different states and statutes, but that essentially means he got the cops were called for a mandatory hold, a mandatory psychiatric hold. 5150 can actually depend in the state you're in, from my knowledge, but yes. In the US, 5150 it is usually is a involuntary psychiatric hold, sometimes for 24, 48, or 72 hours, or depending on the state, they can send you, like in the state of New Jersey, we can hold you until you are assessed. And if we determine that you require treatment involuntary, you go to an involuntary treatment stay. And as long as your insurance covers it, as well as potentially a court order, because you have to go in front of a judge. Yeah, 5150 is the police code. You go in front of a judge. Like, essentially, they have to determine if you're still supposed to be there.
Just got home. Wait, does my old retired have to log someone? Nobody messes with the Opp Block on my watch.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry. Thank you. But you know it's all good and fun here. You know it's all good and fun. Also, I fucking Just a Robot is still trying to fight me. answer. Answer. Hold up. You can answer. Oh, no. Oh, you can answer my question now. There we go. He's being very stupid on the timeline. It's very... I'm fighting all the demons right now. It's very
Print this
funny.
out and sell signed copies to us.
Somehow I'm fighting multiple demons right now. That is what I'm doing. Oh, also he admitted to watching the debate, by the way. Scarlet Reaper saw... Not Scarlet Reaper, holy fuck. Just the Robot saw Vince run. That is hilarious. Do you want the group chat with all the... I'm pretty good, iNut. I know that you've been talking about I know that you've been talking about Scarlet, and Scarlet has really been your bag. All I will say is if people have questions about Scarlet specifically, go to iNut. iNut has been researching this guy, has been looking into a lot of the conversation, and have been talking to people behind the scenes. Go to iNut for that. Obviously, I don't avow any type of doxing or anything like that. I do not avow that. Please do not dox Scarlet Reaper. Please don't do that for the love of God. I am begging you to not do that. It's very important. I will never dox Scarlet. It's really, really important to me that I don't want to do that. But that's like besides the point. Friends and associates were tasked to say that he did die. So you lied there. In reality, this was to protect him as he tries to rebuild himself and gather evidence against these individuals. Fascinating. Falgi has confessed on FBS Diesel's stream that he and Diesel were in fact stalking another profile by the name of Lunarine, claiming it was Scarlet Reaper. However, Scarlet Reaper confirmed this, by the way. Scarlet, in this call, confirms that he's Lunarine. So good. I fucking love it here, chat. We're so in it to win it, motherfuckers. It's with the 1 month, dude. Thank you.
Based Hoss became a member. Based Hoss celebrates 1 month of membership. We know what to do, Falgi. Winking face emoji.
Yes, Yen. The account also deleted live on air when we were covering Scarlet.
I refuse to touch the poo again. Doesn't mean I can't pay for someone else to touch it.
Yes, thank you. By saying they've been keeping tabs on them for months and pointed out how profiles pre-blocked Falgi and Diesel, confirming it was Scarlet Reaper. Yeah, you stupid fuck, you keep pre-blocking us. Don't pre-block us, it's really fucking easy. We have no attachment to it.
Grizzly Bear became a member. Grizzly Bear celebrates 2 months of
Thank you,
membership.
Grizzly.
Time for a good ole non-strag.
Thank you, Jesus Christ.
010 too much slug. I'm too tired to go rogue.
Yes. Again, if you want to know stuff about Scarlet, I suggest going to iNut's channel. He's a little bit more tapped in. I've tapped out of Scarlet. He's the guy that's like actively keeping me up to date. Pidgey with the 7 months, dude. I haven't seen you in a bit.
Pigeon Salad became a member. Pigeon Salad celebrates 7 months of membership. 1,000 years of Scarlet Reaper content. 1,000 years of reverse grooming. 1,000 years of self-deletion baiting.
Thank you, Pidgey. It's good to see you again. It's good to see you. It's been a bit. Good to see you, bud. So, again, yeah, all this stuff. Falgi later decided to defame Scarlet Reaper by calling him a pedophile, because you are, and has dragged Cameron's Orbiter Poogers into the topic. Yeah, because Cameron's own mod Poogers actively said that they were talking to one of Scarlet's multiple alts to report accounts talking about Cameron during Cameron's drama. To which I want to make this very clear. Here's like a massive shade I'll throw at Cameron. Poogers is still one of Cameron's mods. And I have on record showing Poogers saying that they will report anyone. Poogers will report anyone and try to get their accounts taken down. That's fucked up. It's fucked. But again, we'll continue onwards. So this is like post unavailable. because they deleted an account. They had multiple burner accounts, yada, yada, yada. This came to an unfortunate end when Apple iNut was harassing Cameron into bringing Scarlet into a group chat.
The guy who called me based is getting cancelled. Pensive face emoji.
Tusky, your joke about me being a doctor is actually in this fucking thing. Poogers isn't a mod in the core, and I think that's what he meant by unmodding them. Still a mod in his chats, in his stream chat, from what I know.
Truski became a member. Truski celebrates 7 months of membership. Here I was expecting 2 fiery crash outs today.
Listen, I'm still waiting for Rose. Rose can be here anytime. I'm still waiting for Rose. Oh my god,
the Netherless
guys,
one
thank you guys
became
so
a
much.
member. The Netherless one celebrates 2 months of membership. How did I get here?
Oh my god, guys! Thank you guys so much for renewing your memberships live. Thank
The
you,
memes
thank you.
Jack the Black Dragon became a member. The memes Jack the Black Dragon celebrates 2 months of membership. TF kind of name is Poojas.
That's just what their handle is. Yeah, I know she's used to the summon yen. I tagged her. Let's see what else. Scarlet in a group chat that was being recorded by iNut, Cameron, and Falgi himself. They have been making Scarlet Reaper feel pressured into admitting falsely that Scarlet was a pedophile, to also call Mr. T Lexify a pedophile. I actually didn't say that, but okay. And then he also was threatened that if Scarlet were mentioning their names again, they would not hesitate to file a police report and dox him. Now, I will be very clear. I never, ever threatened him with dox information. I did, however, say I would report it if he continues to do harassment and attempts at doxing. Because, again, he attempted to dox me. I want to make that very clear. And you know what? While we're here, let's listen to the clip. So, at 11:19, at 1:19:49, we're going to start.
I summon the Clout Goblin. Come forth, Rose.
Come on, Rose. Where are you, girlfriend? Let's listen a little bit, chat. He said he thought your real name in the call with Cameron. Yes. Yes, he did.
Nah. Hold on.
We set the ground rules for it. You ran
So,
to minors
But
during
at the
this
time when you were in this, during this period back then, when you were in this alleged low spot, you were attracted to minors.
Thuman! Hello, Thuman! Everyone, friend of the channel, Thuman!
That was the whole basis of what Falgi was just saying.
And
then
you will seek
said
help
you
for it.
admitted.
And you will seek help for it.
I will seek help for it.
Seek help for what, though?
'Cause-
Pedophilic tendencies.
So you are
Okay.
you are admitting that you have pedophilic tendencies.
Yes.
I don't know, chat. Huh. Sounds a lot like he was saying it. Sounds a lot. Listen, he can exit the call at any time. The exit call button is there. Weird how that's working. Huh. Real interesting. Boss Haas with the 2. Rose Malay. I don't know why it's not registering, but thank you, Haas. Let me see if I have to restart it. Sometimes it'll do that. Let me see if I can restart the session. Can I restart the session? Oh, come on. Hold up, let me move this a little bit so I can actually... Yes, reload overlays. Go! Does that restart it? Sometimes it needs to be restarted. Hold up. Hold up. Where's the... No, it's just not doing it? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Weird. I don't know why I didn't read yours, Haas. My bad. I don't know why I did that, bud. That shouldn't have happened. I don't know why it did that. We'll just keep going for now. But again, pedophilic tendencies, chat. Very weird, chat. Why are you admitting to that, Scarlet? Why are you admitting to that? Very, very bizarre. You did not break TTS. I think, hold up. I can fix this real quick. Hold up to me. I can fix it real quick. Next. That should have fixed it. Sometimes you just kind of have to reset it. Let's see if that fixed it. If it didn't, it didn't. I'm not gonna get too concerned about it. Oh yeah, isn't Scarlet allegedly like claiming they're she/they? Then I don't know anymore. But good for them if they are. So again, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna rewind this. So when Rose eventually premieres, I'll show her. So here's the final words of Scarlet Reaper. After this video, Falgi shared Dr. Low quality DMs of a supposed Scarlet. Oh, you're calling these doctored? Buddy. This isn't doctored. This scroll is also doctored. With the, like, yeah, I got this. That proved nothing that Scarlet faked his own death. Because this was you, stupid idiot. Oh my god. Wow. Now here's some of the Cameron DMs for those who didn't read them. Yeah, at most this will damage my credibility for a while, but I'll move forward to the point people stop caring because I was fucking 19. Focus on gathering the evidence because r/Osana are no longer your friends, and they won't back you up. They sided with Diesel. So, what is that highlighting? It's highlighting that Scarlet at one time was working with Cameron to help him. Very, very interesting. Why? Because that's what he wanted. Yeah, I forced him to come out as a pedo. So low indeed, Pimenta. I am so mean. Falgi got to work with a known woman harasser, rapist, and skinwalker Cameron F305. I didn't work with Cameron. I was dragged into a call by iNut. And I have openly stated, I still hate Cameron to this day. I still hate Cameron, and I will continue to hate Cameron until the day I die. And that's okay. This marked the end of the fight for now, with Scarlet being silent as he was unable to talk about his issues. Meanwhile, the people who are attacking him, they're still going on to this day. Chat. Skinwalker, yeah, listen, Cameron pretended to be a black guy on Twitter. That's on him. He gets the Skinwalker allegation. And that's not even true, because Scarlet came back when trying to throw Cameron under the bus during a Purple Perry stream. It's hilarious. All right. Falgi's obsession with the art commentary community. Yeah, Lendrick Lamar is also Scarlet.
Scarlet is making me root for Cameron in this WTF.
Yes. Yes. I mean, still fuck Cameron. We had another goal, chat. You know what time it is? It's time to feed the pupper. It's time to give her treats. It's time to feed the dog now. On the Opp Block stream tonight. Yes, everybody, it's time to feed that dog. Here you go, girl. Here you go. Oh, yes. So, let's talk about this, because I can already tell you what's wrong with this video. Ever since Brony Fandote started posting about Black Griffin and the Saberspark drama, Opp wanted to join in. That's not true. I'm sorry. I am the one who broke that drama, you stupid fucks. It was me, assholes. It wasn't Beckett. It was me. Oh, it's always about Black Griffin. And also, who made this document? Scarlet Reaper, with the help of who I believe to be Rose Malay. But we'll get there and why I think that. Let's see. Even though Sai was always doing an analysis on Opp. Oh, what was this? What is this from? I don't even know. Hold up. Let me copy this real quick. I don't want to open anything that's like I didn't look at all of these, so I need to make sure that some of like I just gotta make sure some of them are not like bad for a second. You gotta give me a second, chat. Oh yeah, this is like a post after yeah, this is a post after the side drama. I'm not really like engaging with it because it's like whatever. I don't want to bring Sai into this anyways. I feel like that's kind of annoying. Confirmed runner. Oh shit. What did I just do? I did something. Jar is running again, chat. Jar is running again. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. This is just Sai saying that she was observing us for months. Hold up. You know what? Let me copy URL for a second. Let me actually listen to this one real quick. I should actually listen to it so I can, like, I guess refute the claim. Okay. 43
Like,
seconds.
people just like, well, you comment on stuff and you draw, so you're automatically in the art commentary community. I'm like, I do not associate with those people, nor do I wish to. Beckett was acting like I desire to join the commentary community, and even Falgi was like, well, you came into commentary late, and it's like, bro, I'm not looking to join your fucking...
No, you were. No, she was, but that's okay. I don't really care.
It's my birthday. So here's a gift, rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Thank you. I mean, you were trying to join the party, but, like, that's okay. I think that's perfectly fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with what Sai wanted to do. I mean, like, it's the same thing with, like, because Malcolm's in commentary. But that's okay. Like, who cares? Like, that's all it was, though. That's the best you got? Sai said worse! Get on with the program! Also, happy birthday to you! Black Flower, happy birthday! Let's go onward. She was trying to farm... Falgi was trying to farm her. Not true. And someone from the art community, even to promote false allegations against her, that she was in support of Westside Tyler doxing the commentator. Yes, she was! Yes, she was! Yes, she was! She was like, I'm not too keen on Tyler. But she invoked his name! She invoked his name! Oh my god. Even when she was told not to. She doesn't care if people get doxed. She just doesn't care. But it's okay. Like, I don't even, like, this is silly to put Sai in here. There are other people I've beefed with. This is boring. On June 18th, Sai Scribbles would stream Ocean Gate submarine controversy, which she followed for some quite time. So did I. So this is the funniest allegation. So this doc alleges that I copied Sai Scribbles' stream on the Ocean Gate stuff. Here's something really, really entertaining. Where is it? Wouldn't Sai have done that with me? This is I will only share this DM. I'm not going to share all my DMs with Sai. All right. Where were you reading the comments roasting Casey Anthony? Because I need that shit. It'll clear my pores and water my crops. I got you. Sai came in to our Casey Anthony stream and asked, could she have similar information? Ocean Gate was a huge story. Yes, we all were following. And I still got to do a Theranos stream. I promised you guys one. But again, very interesting that this conversation happens prior to this stream. And she would do a Casey Anthony stream. I wouldn't call that copying. I wouldn't accuse Sai of that. It's just sharing information. Who the fuck cares that we shared information? I don't give a shit that I shared information with Sai. I would do it again. I mean, not now because she's an asshole to me, but like, I would still do it if somebody asked, hey, you have this doc, or you did research on this. Are you comfortable with sharing it with me? And I'd be like, yeah, sure, because the content's fun. Like, I cared about Casey Anthony for a long time. But again, trying to mimic or at least copy Psy's stream. Hilarious. The thumbnail would obviously contain Psy profile picture, further cementing the proof that Falgi was in fact trying to stalk, harass, and copy and even tag Psy scribbles for a simple gotcha. What? No, we just included her because it was funny. Because she shared her document with us and it was only the right thing to fucking do. Oh, you people are so bad at this. So bad at this, it's hilarious. But we'll continue. Wasn't she in the stream? Yeah, she was. Because we were sharing stuff. And I, like, again, this is like my issues with Psy aside. Read that. Psy said she's, Psy's tweet says stalking, and Scarlet read that literally. The guys, the Opp Block is stalking about, yeah, it's talking, not stalking, you stupid idiot. She made a typo. She made her own typo. Again, it's fine. My issues with Psy aside, like, don't, like, involve her in this. This is really weird. Like, you could maybe get me on the top stuff, but this is gay and cringe. Falgi then posts pictures on Twitter, trying to stalk and mock the already pissed off Psy scribbles. Yes, because Psy was lying about me, saying I love bombed her, saying that I was a cult leader, that I was using the bite model. That is a cult type tactic. I don't remember what BITE stands for. Excuse me for not being a cult aficionado. But again, I have a right to respond to that if someone is publicly claiming those things. And I kept my mouth shut. Now, this is the first time Falgi has tried to go after women. Now, let's make something very clear. I have gone after men, women indifferently. I've actually looked at it. It's a pretty even split. Let me be like, let me be upfront because I heard this complaint from people on the channel, and I probably should have made this a little bit clearer. I never wanted to leak DMs. I think I talked about this early on, but I should have probably talked about it again when we talked about Psy.
Super close to unsubbing to you.
Thank you,
What a monster.
Thank you. I did try to talk with Psy regarding Lio, saying I didn't want any part in their feud and things like that. She would mention that it would be good content later on, things like that. You were biting her like I'm Alex. No, that's George is not found, by the way, Artemis. Because it's George the Brighton Biter. I probably should have like mentioned that. I never wanted to leak DMs. I probably still won't unless Psy says otherwise. Like legitimately, I just wouldn't do that to her anyways. As much as I dislike her, I did the same thing for Tyler. I would only show what's necessary. I'm not going to show every conversation we had. It's Wilbur. Sorry, Wilbur. Thank you. The Brighton Biter. But let's go on. So I associate with known predators. Allegedly. Go on.
Falgi's fists are rated E for everyone. True gender equality, equal rights, equal fights.
So, associate with known predators, not only that Falgi was trying to associate with Cameron F305, Cameron on a one-time working experience to quote-unquote expose and defame Scarlet Reaper.
Only dragged in cause Rose's friend unalived.
Yeah,
disappointed face emoji.
We will
disappointed face emoji. Disappointed face emoji.
Yes. And labeling him a predator and a pedophile, Falgi has also been known to working with another content creator called Slug Entertainment, formerly known as Angry Slug. Now, here's the fun fact. I don't work with Slug. Slug is not a part of the channel. Oh, also, let me make this very clear real quick before I actually leave the art commentary stuff. This is how people don't look at the channel. If you look at the channel, the first ACC stuff we ever, like art commentary stuff we ever covered was Jar and Cinebear. That is the first thing we ever covered from the art community. I've covered doodle tones. I like to cover an eclectic variety so people can like feel informed and have something to come back to. You could hear it on Samuel's Trash Talk podcast. I talk about it. This is unironically these people doing Lio tactics. We'll get there. But like I cover a lot of content. Just what I do. I love Brave and the Bold purely because my favorite niche heroes are in there. Yeah. Is he confusing you with Beckett? No. No, he's not. So this is where I know, or I likely assume, Rose, or another Twitter account I'm not going to mention because I already know it exists, falls into the plot. I don't share a channel with Slug. Slug has shared information with me. Obviously, during the Cyberspark stuff, he got the interview with Amy New, like the small text interview with Amy New, as well as had KP live. We're like like Slug says, we're barely even friends. We are quite literally what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? Not collaborators. Oh, we are we're contemporaries. We are quite literally contemporaries. That's all it is. Acquaintances, contemporaries, literally at most like co-workers. No, literally contemporaries. Associates is even pushing it. Acquaintances and contemporaries, sure. Because we cover drama in the same space. Like that's literally all it is. And so this goes into some of Slug's history. Now, I'm obviously going to talk about this a little bit. Slug has a tumultuous history with the doxing and all that other stuff. Listen, Slug will probably hate to say this, but when this document came out, I was approached, and I'm shitting you not, because I shared this on Twitter. I was approached by a Slug A-logger, who I'm never going to name because it's not appropriate. I was approached by a Slug A-logger and said, this is the most strange retelling of Slug's history on the internet. I hate them for getting information wrong. No, that's not. Slug has always been faced on their streams. And it's literally one of the funniest things I've ever seen. A fucking A-logger came to me and said, this isn't how it went down, and I'm upset because it went down this way. If an A-logger of Slugs doesn't like your document, that is a fucking problem. The same thing with like some of the Lio stuff. If a Lio A-logger is like, that's not how this went down, it's a fucking problem. I recommend watching this video. So this is a video about Slug alleging he had personal information, like other people's addresses, real names, phone numbers, and other information about his enemies, Slug's personal real friends, and hosted a server called Storage, which was shut down by Discord due to violating terms of service. Listen, I get it. People find things in the course of information. If Slug didn't make parts of that public, what are you gonna do? From what I understand, Slug was hacked at one time and it was sent. This is what the A-logger informed me. Again, still think it's inappropriate to have it a Discord server. If he's not sharing it around, there's not so much I can actually do. There's not a lot I can do, and things like that. Hold up. I want to get out of this real quick. Again, only he can make amends for it. But I'm also not his fucking keeper. He has also been caught lying to Chris Hansen multiple times. Okay, so, and Slug probably knows it, and he's gonna hate me saying this. Slug, unfortunately, a lot of people point to Slug as the reason the Onision case fucked up. And honestly speaking, there is a case for it. Now, it is what it is. It is what it is on Slug. There are other reasons why the Onision case fucked up. Obviously, because the victims at the center of it were not going to speak out. Other parts of it as well. There's other things to it as well. But some people point the Slug and Chris Hansen connection as why that part of the drama fucked up and fell apart. Yes, is there a case for it? Sure. Again, that is Slug's cross to bear, not mine. Yeah, and the Onision case was a clusterfuck because people were like, people all over the place were fucking around. Like, yeah, Chris actually fucked that with the laptop the most. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, Chris Hansen also fucked up. There's blame shoved all the way around. Everybody fucked it up. Every single person in that drama fucked it up. There is a case where Slug potentially holds some level of blame for it, though. Not saying that he fucked up the whole thing. But again, not my fucking drama. Still not me. So this is more about fucking Steve. Steve was this person that fucking Slug fought with. I don't know why this is me. He also tried to weaponize a socially group of 16-year-old to pose as the royal family to hire Slug as a video editor. I don't know what the fuck this is about. But this is incredibly stupid anyways. Apparently this is not how it went down because the argument was that people were hiring. This is back in the day when people would hire 16-year-olds. Do people know who the fuck Steve is? Do people know who this Steve person is? I don't even know who this Steve person is. But like, this is like, I guess he had drama and beef with this guy. So this is where I have to actually turn off the screen. Because, and I'm Steve the Live. Yes, Medley, you know much more about this drama than I do. Yes, Steve the Live. Apparently the two of them fought, and Steve has had like a hate boner for him for all this time. The fuck does this bit have to do with you? Nothing. That's the joke. That this has nothing to do with me. Again. More dramas that have nothing to do with me.
Anything allegations involving illegal material, actions has been debunked for years. And Steve has been run out of the community by me.
Again, like I said, if Slug wishes, Slug is literally a chatter. If Slug wishes to address it, he can. It's not mine to address. Now, the reason I'm skipping the next couple parts is because allegedly there's revenge porn in here. Yes, chat. There's allegedly a picture that is potentially a naked picture of Slug. I don't know where the fuck it is. This document doesn't really explain it either. Hey, Arcadi, thank you for the 5. Please continue to provide me with shitter drama until Beckett comes back. Of course I will, dude. Thank you so much for the 5.
Please continue to provide me with shitter drama until Beckett gets back. Smiley face emoji.
And just to highlight, I personally, this is what Slug alleges live on Twitter, that this is what he considers revenge porn. I'm not going through all this stuff on Steve the Live because it seems like this is stupid. It's Slug with his slug out. It's him like standing naked with his leg out. But again, it is pretty disgusting. I don't know where it's from. The document doesn't also explain where it's from. But we'll get there. Now I can put the screen back up. Again, thank you, Steve DeLive, for your journalistic work about Slug. Falgi has a decent track record of supporting predators, ranging from a one-time collaboration with Cameron F305 to even getting information about the whole bonk situation and talking about Amy New thanks to Slug Entertainment. No, you stupid fucks! I'm the one who broke the story! I'm the one who broke the story, you absolute morons! Slug got the info from me! I broke that story. The nude came from Reddit. Okay, thank you.
The nude came from Reddit.
And yes, Skarlet also tried to collaborate with Cameron F305. I already know that. Very weird. They're leaving this out of the document. Very, very weird. I'm not talking about this. This doesn't really matter. For a person who wanted to make an innocently, falsely person... Okay, this is the stupid thing. For a person who wanted to make an innocent person falsely confess to an empty false crimes, Fauci sure loves to defend its predator associate when it comes to claims that only see them fit to help his cause to brigade against other small creators and people. Thanks to conspiracy lemur of AG4L. Scarlet Rose, are you throwing Aiden's community under the bus right now? That's fucked up. Are you guys throwing Aiden's community under the bus? Because from what I understand, like Lemur is just a troll account. Are you really throwing, like, specifically to Rose? Because I know Scarlet doesn't give a shit. Are you really throwing Aiden's community under the bus right now? That's really fucked up. Like, this is actually hilarious. Like, so this is the tweet in question, I believe. Opp Block further exposes the degenerate freak. Wait until Psy finds out. We'll talk about this in 1 second. CSA victim. Opp exposed for being a degenerate freak. Child abuse victim. As I wonder, this is recent. Not so recent. This is June of last year. CSA victims, horrible optics. We'll talk about that for a second as well, but we'll get there. Again, check your phone. Why am I checking my phone? Nothing on my phone. Literally, there's nothing. Why am I checking my phone? I heard it vibrate. Oh, yeah, it's always vibrating. Thank you, Potato. So, let's talk about hypocritical and defending certain topics in the moments when it sees fit. Fauci was being supportive to Give an Ant after his dog Rusty passed away. Which, yes, I felt bad for Give an Ant that his dog died. That is sad, right? But the problem is that Give an Ant was harassing another creator, Kusari, who at the time was in a gay relationship and was making fun of a whole relationship being extremely homophobic. Of course, Kusari replied, making fun of Give an Ant's dog. I've openly said this. I made fun of Kusari because it was hilarious. Because he was saying the dog deserved to die. Oh my god. I don't care about Kusari. I made fun of it because it was funny. I came in when I heard Ant was... No, not you, Anthony. Good to see you, Ant. But yes, no. Give an Ant has continually run from any kind of Kusari video. I'm still waiting for it. I will continue to make fun of him for this to this day.
This doc is solo IQ, drinking just to manage it.
But to say that I am harassing a gay man, I don't care what his sexuality is. It's stupid. It's not serious. It's very bad. But Fauci decided to jump on the bandwagon to attack Kusari and discredit him. He literally was saying, fuck the dog. And I made fun of him because he instantly deleted all the tweets. I don't like, this is funny. Give an Ant, I see that you're in the chat. Nut up or shut up. If you're gonna make a Kusari video, make it. Don't go running from space to space, not making it. Respond to him or don't. Do I think it's okay to make fun of a dead dog? No, but that's hilarious. I'm only making fun of this Kusari person because I thought it was funny. But seriously, make the fucking video, you fucking pussy. The irony that Fauci, a supportive member of the LGBTQIA+, thank you very much, is defending someone who happens to be homophobic when it's convenient for him. Where is the homophobia? I would like to see it. What? That his relationship ended? That's the homophobia? That's the best you got? And then he later retracted his apology. Yeah, I already saw that. Since Givenant has deleted the Twitter post about his dog's death announcements and leaving unclear not whether the dog's death was a planned hoax to make a GoFundMe and has left the internet, he's still around. Okay. That's hilarious. That is very clearly the lemur part of this document, by the way. Very clearly the lemur part of the document. Shout outs to lemur. I'm not gonna lie, Conspiracy Lemur got like 4D chess, making the forcing two of my enemies to make the worst fucking Google Dockie in the universe. The absolute worst Google Dockie in the universe. There is no call. I'm by myself. Falgi is extremely hypocritical and lacks self-awareness. As on a stream about Lyle Convoy, he mentioned that he doesn't kick people out of the server because that's not part of his rules. Unless if that user happens to be a pedophile or a criminal. Here's an Aiden VOD. Okay, in case I delete the VOD. I'm not going to delete the VOD. Why would
I fired up the stream.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I'm not kicking people out of my server for petty shit. I'm not even going to listen to that. I don't kick people out of my server for petty shit. Now, if you break rules, that's a different thing. I have a set of rules in my server. Why are you throwing Aiden under the bus again, huh? Weird. Because I don't delete lives. And I'm going to consist. I don't delete lives. Also, you've actually get a timestamp for this live. That's how I kind of know that this wasn't made by Skarlet. Because Skarlet didn't make lives. Also, I don't care what... Listen, I don't care what Aiden has to say about me. I could give a shit less. I think it's really interesting that you guys are throwing Aiden under the bus in this document. Because you're essentially saying, like, when you throw Aiden's community in here, you're weirdly manufacturing consent of Aiden. Very bizarre. The lack of self-awareness explains a lot. He's surrounded by actual pedophiles and predators. What actual pedophile? What pedophile? Which includes other criminals, yet he doesn't see it. What other criminals? You have not proven. In 2 VODs about Lyle Convoy, Falgi has expressed that he works in mental health. I do. I have never said I'm a therapist. You also claim that I was a doctor. Yet the amount of harassment he's been causing, also causing mental pain towards his victims. This is not the work something works in mental health should do. You don't know anybody in mental health, but that's really funny. That's cute. Do you think Skarlet is trying to join Aiden's community? Maybe. And listen, I have no problem with Aiden. This is just really weird that they're throwing Aiden under the bus. Like, this is weird. And work as a doctor of sorts. I never proclaim that I'm a doctor. Literally, that's a community meme. Let's talk about this. So this is something that I want to talk about because this involves the Rosa stuff. Now, I don't think that I explained as much as I wanted to when it came to Rosa. So my complaint to when Aiden was equating her to a child because of the conservatorship was I don't know Rosa. I don't, I've said this multiple times. Lio and the rest of the ACC should be hung by their toes for the rest of their lives on the Rosa Ray Ramsey call. That is one of the most disgusting things I have ever heard on the internet. It does really bother me. However, what I was trying to get ahead, because this is my personal gripe, is while Rosa allegedly is either under conservatorship or a power of attorney, and as a caregiver, due to the fact that she suffers from multiple seizures that directly impact her mental capabilities, she is not a child, she is a disabled adult. I never, ever want to disenfranchise Rosa and equate her to being a child. To me, that is disrespectful. I have worked, like, this is something you have to learn if you work in healthcare. Especially with, like, disabled adults and other people like that. They don't like being called a child. You don't baby talk them. baby talking them is incredibly demeaning. Because even if, let's say Rosa still thinks like a child, she still sees herself as an adult potentially. I don't ever want to disenfranchise her with that. I've never given excuses for the Rosa call. Not only that, there's multiple issues for the Rosa call. It's not just the fact of her mental deficiencies, her disabilities. It's the fact that Rosa was never able to ban Necopon. But without understanding the drama, you don't understand why it's doubly bad. Not only are they yelling at someone, dehumanizing her, telling her that she should never breed, which, by the way, are one of the most disgusting things on the platform to say to somebody like that, who literally doesn't have any power to do this. It's like insane to me. Because I want to give her autonomy. I want to give her grace. Now again, I will admit I didn't make that clear. I don't think I made that clear enough. But this is just, that's my feelings on it. I want to make sure that, like, people specifically are franchised. But again, I will move forward. This is something someone working in mental health should not be doing. All it causes is mental drain to drama. Instead of focusing on work, Fauci continues to harass women, defame others of people of being predators, but proceeds to associate himself with actual predators. Here's the thing. If you're talking about Lio, when I talk about a predator, I talk about sexual predation. When I talk about grooming, I talk about like grooming a child, right? Now I know there's some leeway for cult tactics and other things like that. Show me legitimately where you think Lio or Slug are pedophiles. Because predator, when we use predator, we also can use it as pedophile. Also a sexual predator. Again, neither way are true. But again, what does this have to do with me? Well, this has something to do with me. But what does Slug's drama have to do with me? What does anybody else's drama have to do with me? That's why this is so bad. Because you can't even point to their own dramas. Like, if you wanted to make this better, shove the Rosa call in here. Shove the Peaches stuff where, like, you can make the argument that Lio is emotionally cheating on his wife with Peaches. Like, you can't even be bothered to do this correct. You can't even be bothered to make this document correct. I could literally make the document better on myself. That's really sad. Yes, Rose Malay, wherever she is. Rose, come home, Rose. You should be here in the chat. Especially when all he listens to is victims, but dismisses Jelly and Krexa. So we'll get to the Jelly and Krexa stuff, because I kind of want to address that a little bit. Of Cameron F305 case, who are victims of Cameron Field's actions. So I'll talk to that a little bit. Obviously, I believe Krexa and Jelly are victims of Cameron. That was never what I was getting at.
Fauci is one of the kindest internet strangers I know, lol. I can't believe his biggest ops are a Como and a zoophilia defender. Keep being you, Mike.
Thank you, Rush. Thank you. But we'll get there. So this... Thank you, Leia. This is how you know that Rose is involved in this drama.
I unironically spam one way to Fauci, we don't talk.
I don't have food. I have food in the house. Brad Taste and Rose Malay. You can't tell me that Rose didn't help make this document. Rose, you're associating with a guy that admitted to being a pedophile. Is this what you want? Rose, I'm actually saying this for you. If you are a part of this document making, this is who you want to associate with? Very interesting. During the drama about the user Brad Taste, who abused his ex-girlfriend Tina, Rose Malay made a series of tweets about Brad, but Fauci decided to attack her publicly in an attempt to discredit her. So this regards all of the Rose stuff, right? because we covered the Rose stuff a long time ago. And again, Rose embarrassed herself in this call, on stream, and on Diesel's stream. I don't have to go into all of that. This is hilarious. Thank you so much. He has even lied about her on her expo, saying Rose Malay is malicious hit piece on stalking. What? No, she did make a hit piece. Everyone has called it a hit piece. She did make a malicious hit piece on Brad when Brad wasn't her friend anymore and leaked the DV before anybody knew and nobody paid attention. Literally, it's so easy to research these dramas. You can't even research it. It's so bad. Shout out to The Rush, by the way, for making this art. It's so bad how bad, like, this entire thing is. Which is this the one I want? This one? I think it's this one. I have to double check. Yeah, it's actually impressive how bad they haven't watched the VODs. You want to know how I know? Seska's in here. Seska can also atone to the fact that Rose would harass Tina. Very interesting. I spoke with Tina today, actually. I'm not going to say the contents of it. But more importantly, Tina has a GoFundMe up. I'm going to feature it in a little bit after this doc. Tina! Hello! Holy shit, that's creepy. Why the fuck are you? That's weird. Yes, Tina has a Google Doc. Not a Google Doc, a GoFundMe. Let's feature it while this is happening so I can actually get to that. It's time to share the Google Doc. It's time to share it now. I have to go on Twitter. On the Opp Block stream tonight. Yes. Let me go on Twitter to Tina. Oh, Tina. Tina, 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 Tina. Tina, 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 Tina. Tina. Yes, everybody. Tina. Their goal is 8K, and she is almost there, chat. If you can find it in your heart to be able to support Tina in her time of need, since the fact that the reality is the abuse that she did suffer at, oh god, I can't link it. I'll link her Twitter post because the thing is too long. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Oh, Tina, 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 Tina. Yes, you can find this stuff here if you want to support Tina, the dogs that she has and everything like that. You can do that at her fundraiser link. They're almost at the goal. But yes, more importantly, if you can. If you are able to, obviously if you can't, that's completely understandable. But big shout out to Tina, obviously. Let's see, what else? This is, again, more stuff. He has even claimed that Rose keeps folders on ex-friends. She admitted this! She literally admitted this on a stream! Rose Malay is crazy! Oh my god. Oh. She admits this, and not only that. Skarlet has never written this well. Skarlet has a lot of spelling mistakes in his documents. Very interesting, Skarlet, that you've changed. You've gotten better at English? Very interesting. But there's so much more, chat. Falgi has gone on continuously attacking Rose, even claiming she's a clout-chasing stalker, that no one goes to her. Yeah, that's how she's known in the commentary community! Yes! And she is! And she fucking is! Come on, Rose, where are you? Rose, you're absently quiet from stream! Very interesting, Rose. Why aren't you in a stream right now? I thought you appear all the time. really weird when you're on the back foot of a drama and you associated with a weird person who has openly said that he had pedophilic tendencies, still not around. Because why would they know all of this about you? Fauci's even claimed that he doesn't hate Rose. I actually don't. And has even said that it's incredibly disturbed on the whole situation, despite him being 100% the reason, despite it being the reason why Rose Malay is 100% against him. There's so many L's in this document. So many fucking L's. But we'll get there. Who the hell made this document? Who the hell is this document made for? Like, literally? Skarlet Reaper and Scarlet Reaper alone, everybody. Oh, Joros was literally trying to break into Diorio's chat. Yeah, I know. However, the irony is that the Opp Block has been associated with Slug, and Lio Convoy is also clout hungry, who also pays attention to certain dramas that he sees fit in order to profit off of his ridiculous leftist Hassan-supporting agenda. That's a Scarletism, though. That's an actual Scarletism. Maybe Rose didn't help with this part. Because I know Rose knows about some of the parts in this document, because I do know this. This is hilarious.
Fauci, you're doing this wrong. You're supposed to be apologetic, you're supposed to read Toxic Gossip Train, and you're missing a ukulele.
Who is this document for? I don't know, because, Anthony, I leaked this document. They will probably update this document with this stream. And or delete it. But don't worry, I already have multiple copies of this document. Oh, buddy. It's so funny. Yeah, the Lio, you could say the Lio Association is an L. I don't necessarily disagree. But this is very funny. Again, I've said what I am. I am a lapsed Hassan fan. I don't really follow him anymore. Some of his takes are incredibly nuclear, and I can see why people hate him. But I do think commentary has a large hate boner for him that I think is not always justified, because it's just whatever it is. Yeah, we throw peanuts at Lio for fun too. Yes, we have. We have thrown peanuts at Lio. He does not tell his fan base. Okay. He does not tell his fan base. Okay. What do you mean? He does not tell his fan base to not harass any individuals, but then proceeds to let people like his predator defending associate to harass Rose Malay. Are you saying Copen Seeth is a predator defender? Oh, okay. Again, like to see some evidence of that being the case. Huh. Yeah, this is the first document intended for no audience. Yeah, Anthony, you're fine. Don't even worry about it. Again, I have my own issues with Lio. I've made it very apparent. This is why I say this part is Lemur. I mean, sure. Which, then Lemur just gave me the greatest thing known to man. An easy dunk! I have to thank Lemur for this. This is baller. Thank you! Rose. This is where it feels like Rose is involved. Rose has provided some coverage about Slug Entertainment Angry Slug with Steve DeLive. But now recently with Brad Taste, whom she warned Brad about Tina, by the way, if people don't know about that. The reason Brad makes the second video is not because of Tina, it's because Rose warned him that she came back. Rose literally warned him. Are you serious? That's what people also don't know about the drama, because I'll never cover Rose's video. It's hilarious. This is like actually terrible. So let's talk about the Anthony Fantano drama with the N-word and all this stuff, right? The damage that Fauci caused to her seemed to be non-existent, but the warranted harassment from Rose accepted in an interview with Fauci was already an extremely bad idea. Now, I know Anthony Fantano knows who I am. So I will say this. I don't know if this is ever going to reach Fantano, but if Fantano ever wants to talk about his issues with Rose, I will more than lovely host it.
Dafukaidu, I've been inactive for weeks.
If Fantano wants to shit on Rose live and alive on this stream, I will fucking gladly do it. Now, again, I'm not asking him to do that. It would be very, very funny. But it is one of the funniest things I've seen to, like, actually... Yeah, and Fantano has literally explained it and put out another apology. He's put out multiple at this point. And I think that, like, listen, I don't really give a shit that Anthony Fantano said the N-word. I know that he cares about it more because he did not say it in a demeaning way. He said it literally quoting iDubbbz, making fun of iDubbbz, as well as in a like a song. But he's retracted those things.
Damn,
He's removed them.
DSP outlasted another one in Opp Block.
Yes.
Enjoyed the retirement, Falgi.
Thank you, DSP. I love DSP. Thank you. But again, like, that's one of my things. Is like this. You could have that conversation, by the way. To the person who DM'd me, I very much know. I very much know. And Fantano made fun of iDubbbz. Yeah, he made fun of iDubbbz when he was, like, doing, when he was using the N-word. And Fantano has explained it. He said that he's direct quoting people because he wants the direct quotes to be there. Fantano has also commented on our stream with Rose Malay where I fucking drag her around like a fucking sorry dog. Like, I hate to tell you this. You're not winning any points. Now, let's talk about the shutting down of victims. Now, I want to actually talk about this for a second because I know that people have talked about this for a little bit of time. And I want to make it very clear because I'm going to show you guys things that probably won't be the kindest things I'm going to show. But it's why I've, like, tried to amend
so
my
Falgi
content.
is the scar of the ball, and applied long live the king to Beckett. Got it? Thumbs up emoji. How dare you? Also, have you been?
Imagine where good it's been a bit. I've been good. This is probably one of the funniest fucking documents I've ever seen. So let's talk about it. Remember when Fauci was mentioned as defaming 2 of Cameron's victims? Well, it's pretty clear that Fauci's research was shoddy, refuses to talk about it on stream, and keeps running from the topic. This picture is evidence, which showcases him deflecting the situation. Now, here's something interesting. I have talked about this. You can actually look at multiple Dicker streams where I talked about it. I talked about it specifically in a live stream with Toasty, with Toastify and Dickers about it, where Cameron would surround himself with women who may or may not have been unstable, Krexa, as well as Anne/Jelly. We'll get to that. I have screenshots for that, but we'll kind of get there. I want to make it very clear about something because I don't think I made it clear in my initial coverage, especially when Diesel was on and we were laughing about it. I am laughing at Cameron because Cameron is trying to run away from responsibility from his past dramas. That is what we are laughing at. Now, we'll get to the other parts. This picture is evidence which showcases him deflecting the situation. So, interestingly enough, Conspiracy Lemur shows this deflection, right? This is the only time I have ever talked to Conspiracy Lemur. Because, coincidentally, did I not pull my top? Oh, here it is. Because that's actually another thing. So this screenshot by Lemur was brought up before and specifically cropped in June 7th. Huh. It's weird how you posted my thoughts on the matter, but not the whole response. It's almost like you made an alt because you are going to discuss it with me. I'm sure it was just a mistake. So here is my public statement when it comes to to certain lapses, because what I was referencing to was the CPS calls, which Dickers has amended that Diesel did not call CPS on Jelly's father. It was most likely, from what I can tell, is from the r/Osana Reddit, because nobody else did. Nobody on this team did. Didn't see this because I don't have notifications on here. For what it's worth, regardless of the fact that I wasn't part of the community at all during that time frame, I think your assertion of reviewing evidence, especially stuff I wasn't a part of, is correct. While I cannot speak to any CPS calls, again, asking Diesel would be key, and you could try that. I've always advocated for any story of SA to be offline with the proper authorities. That's been my motto and will continue to be. It will still be my motto. Like I said, I don't agree with all of your assertions, but I think you made a very valid point regarding reviewing older research. This is QQ, and QQ says thank you. Was in, I don't know. Since this was June, this was what? May? But again, it's fine. Listen, it's fine. Like QQ and I clearly handled it, so I have no issues with QQ, right? Like, QQ and I handled it. I don't know whose alt this is, but like, QQ and I literally handled it. What else? I did this. Okay, I did this. We'll get there. In Discord messages, he deflects criticism. I don't. Fauci claims that he works in mental health, but yet slanders victims for clout. It shows a pattern of behavior. Bailey's mishandling of serious allegations, blah, 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 blah. I don't deny this, yada, yada. So this is the end of the document, right? I don't know if did they update the document? Come on, update the document! No? Okay, I guess I have to fill in the blanks of the document. So let's talk about Prexa, Jelly, and Diesel. Now, and I've given Diesel shit for this. Personally speaking, I've given Diesel shit for this, and we'll talk about it. Thank you, Slug.
I pray you stay unpregnant, Falgi, turtle emoji.
This literally sounds like a compilation of dramas into one. Yeah, it's fine, and most of them don't care. Honestly speaking, all of the top ones, probably, like, the Slug stuff has nothing to do with me, the Lio stuff is whatever. Yeah, this is not a thing I just made. This is somebody else just made this. This is the only one I kind of think that matters. So I will actually give it the attention that it requires. So let's talk about Prexa and Jelly for a second. And specifically, I want to start with Jelly, and then we'll go to Prexa. Jelly, for those who don't know, is the minor, she was a minor when Cameron met her. She was groomed by Yandere Dev. However, if you look at Diesel's video, you will also know that there is a third person who was never mentioned, specifically revolving Ali Sue, who tried to, in tandem with Jelly, honeypot Dev. But Jelly was also making fun of Ali. It's a very confusing thing. That video is super involved. And it's very, very, very confusing. Let me make something very clear. Even if Jelly and Prexa are mentally ill, it does not make them not victims of whatever Cameron has done to them. I have tried to amend my coverage because I don't think I was ever clear enough about it, of the concept of imperfect victims. There are times where victims of a specific event can still victimize others or act in a way that is not either in their best interest or contradictory to certain things, right? So it's going to get messy from here on out. I'm going to be showing some old screenshots that were in Diesel's video that I know have been confirmed by Jelly herself. And then we'll show some stuff about Prexa as well. I want to make it very clear. I have spoken with Diesel about this. Diesel fucked up with the police report. I did not have access to the police report. That is my own fuck up for not asking for that. I was actively investigating the Saberspark stuff and the Scarlet Reaper connection stuff. So again, a lot of, from what I've heard, a lot of it got borked by r/Rosanamons. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of stuff. So again, Diesel fucked up. He and I have discussed it. He did fuck up with the police report. Yes, and Cameron totally manipulated those police reports. 100% Pimenta. And he admits
the craziest thing, Billy Mitchell is 6'6".
Yes, he is. He's definitely not short. I've seen that Carl video. That Carl video is bad, but we'll get there. I don't know what I'm going to react to tonight. I do want to do a little bit of react after this. So let's talk about a little bit of why Jelly has somewhat of a sordid history. Okay, let me move me for a second. This is going to get annoying. Because now I got to be a little mean. And it's okay. I have no issues with Jelly. I want to make this very clear. I have encouraged Jelly publicly to go to the police or report Cameron for anything that is ever done. And I still stick by Jelly and Krexa regarding whatever Cameron has done to them. So you will see these messages. This is Yondev. Yes, we'll get there. Yes, Anthony, we'll get there because, hey, my friend is one of the people who broke the story about Yondev being a pedophile. So, these are messages between Yondev and Jelly. Jelly to multiple people has confirmed these accounts to be true. She confirmed it to another YouTuber I will not name the name of. I have been asked not to, so I will not name the name of the other YouTuber, but I want to highlight this. Okay? So, these screenshots, while not necessarily dated, do come from January, after Jelly and Cameron meet in real life and have sex. Now remember, at the time, Jelly is a 16-year-old grooming victim, as well as Cameron is a 19-year-old kid, or 19-year-old man. Now I understand, you will say Romeo and Juliet laws all you want, but again, Cameron met her through Dev. Dev was a 34-year-old man who was trying to groom her, and she was very interestingly like, yeah, this is the one that was recorded, right? Like it's like weird. This is this is from the video. I believe it's in the video. I had to double check. Actually, it may not be. Now I think about it. So this is a conversation between the two of them. It's not the age, it's the principle. Pimenta, yes, thank you. You understand where I'm going at with it. Yandere Dev. It's tough to see him like this. Him refers to Cameron. Corey Cat, who Jelly has confirmed that this is one of her accounts. Corey Cat. To see him like a pathetic creep, question mark? He has so many bitches according to him. Why can't he bother one of those? Honestly, I started to hate him after he wouldn't let me go home. Now, when I was shown this by another content creator, I actually highlighted this and said, interesting, her story hasn't changed when it comes to the car incident. Specifically, the car incident is there. It's in this one, and that's something I pointed out to the content creator when I was handed these. I already knew of these. I handed some of these over as well, and I was helping people make videos. If those videos see the light of day, that's all. That's up to people. But if it doesn't, I know one of them has that I've helped, that I like gave screenshots and gave input over. And I've said this. I talked with Morale about his video. I wasn't credited in it, but like he did ask me about a question, and like again, I handed over screenshots. So I don't know. Seems like I've helped out. Honestly, I started hating him after when he wouldn't let me go home. The resentment started building when I had to kiss him just to be taken home safely. Kind of felt like SA, but I don't want to call it that. He was really just pushy, and I didn't want to other than once in the motel. The only time I wanted it, but then he ruined it by forcing me on top. I'm a princess. I like to lay back and do nothing. I'm used to oral from my XGF. So moving around isn't something I like at all. Oral is stationary. Just lips to lips, you know? Cameron is this is Yondev. Cameron is messaging me and begging me to convince you to talk to him. He wants to patch things up. I understand from your point of view completely, and I understand if you're not interested in talking to him right now. Jelly goes on to say, I felt really violated in a bad way. Not like a sexy guy climbs through my window, like an ugly guy forced me, or he wouldn't take me home. I'd be stranded and have to explain it to my dad. That's not good. Now again, that is consistent. It is actively consistent with the story that she said. However, this part of the story has kind of changed a little bit. Now, again, this is not me saying that Jelly is not a victim, but part of the story has changed from her Dickers interview. It's perfectly fine. She doesn't need a total recall. The question is, Dev is already outed as a pedophile by this point. She's still talking to him. Okay? Isn't that interesting? And again, she is allowed to make mistakes. I want to make that very clear. There is no such thing as a perfect victim. And I have tried to amend that in my coverage moving forward. Yandere Dev, I'm sorry to hear that things got so bad. Corey Cat goes on to say, aka Jelly, he pressured me and I didn't like it. Even in the car, he was saying he felt bad because he, quote, actually raped me, since I didn't want to. And I was like, no, it's fine. Because I was in his car and no one knew I was there. Like, I'm not going to piss him off. First meetup, nothing sexual. He had his hand on my thigh, and I was like, hey, chill, and I called my boyfriend. Second meetup, he initiated sex because I owed it to him after we went out for food. I told him I didn't want to. I didn't want to, but agreed after he asked and asked and asked. Third time, motel. I thought I could have fun and do it myself that time. But he was too controlling and did things I didn't even want him when I was kicking and begging him to stop. Fourth time, wanted to get food and officially end things between us because the last few times fucked with my head, and he wouldn't let me go until after we made out. And I really hated him because guys are bad kissers. I've been putting up with him for all the legal stuff because he was going on with Allie. Allie would be involved with the gay-opping of Dev, who Jelly is telling Dev that Allie was gay-opping him. I want to make that very clear. Thank you.
Waiting for Dance Burst to show up in this stock.
He never showed up, unfortunately. I've been playing it nice because he has a lot of info on me, and I need to save up some time against a case against him against he tries anything. Okay. So, at this time, Jelly is saying that she's going to make a case against him if he tries anything. Which, again, he tried to break off the relationship. He tried to call her crazy. Obviously, jury's still out. Like, listen, I'll be very real. This is very fucked. And if you're not recognizing that Jelly, and there's a history of Jelly being on the internet, and I purposely am not going to go over that. If you don't recognize that Jelly is kind of I hate to say this, a mentally ill individual, Cameron can use that against you. This is always my thing. If you can't point out faults or inconsistencies in coverage, guess who can get into that? The person that you're calling out or you did a story on. They can weasel their way out of it. Never forget. When Demon Mama came back, I'm highlighting a drama. Demon Mama didn't focus on her partner at the time grooming Glooby and sending him fucked up materials. What she focused on was the idea that she hired a 16-year-old and tried to prove against wage theft. She spent 3 minutes of a 16-minute video on their partner potentially being a pedophile, and the rest of the video on pay disputes. So when you cover allegations, you have to cover everything. You have to show that there are holes in certain types of coverage. Again, it's not saying that Jelly isn't a victim. I'm actually fighting against that narrative. I'm sorry you had that awful experience. Yeesh. that Yondev says, and it says, "It isn't though. I'm fine. I'm just a bit sad. He's been dragging Krexa to EPS, so I sent him all the evidence on Cameron. So I sent he's been dragging Krexa to EPS, so I just sent him all the evidence on Cameron being predatory and manipulative." Now, while I will respect the content creator that shared this with me, I'm not going to share this, obviously. Jelly has confirmed in private DMs that this is her. She has also confirmed that at the time, because she's denied them having sex, her and Cameron, I think, something like that. Or maybe they have. They've gone back and forth on it. She says that this was made to make Dev jealous, to make him feel like he was cucked, because she got with Cameron and not with Dev. She admits that this was incredibly ill of her to do, and her priorities were incorrect. She was still a child. That's never changed. She can be as manipulative and crazy as she fucking wants. Cameron was 19 and met with the grooming victim of his boss. You cannot change that. And I have never moved from that. I've never moved from it. And I never will. Because that's what happened. And she is not responsible for what Cam did. Now, again, she said some weird things in the Dickers interview. Says that the honeypot's not real. She would just go to pedophile discords and like get rules from that. Not really the most stable individual. Again, doesn't unmake her victimhood by Cameron. Also, she could be incredibly mentally ill, and the famed reverse predator still wouldn't make her not Dev's victim, because Dev was an adult male talking to a minor and asking her to pat, pat, pat. You can fill in the fucking blanks. Now, again, I want to highlight one more thing. This was a screenshot that was sent to me. I guess this is, from Emrow's chat. This was another wrinkle that's never come out, from my knowledge. This is Jelly mentioning this. Cameron and I scheming to save Alex by painting him a victim of a honeypot, then turning that smear campaign into a clout chase for him. I don't know how true this is. I've never seen any evidence for this. This is a recent stream, from what I know, the person who sent this to me. Again, doesn't unmake her victimhood by Cameron, and it will never unmake her victimhood by Cameron. This just shows that sometimes people can act out in unhealthy ways, and they're still victims. People can still be mentally ill and still be victims. There's no, in my opinion, there is no such thing as a perfect victim. And there doesn't have to be. Yeah. Yeah, exactly what Rays of Red said. Again, the fact that she's mentally ill just makes it worse on Dev and Cam's end, because mentally ill teens are especially easy to take advantages of. Yes. Yes. And again, if she is this manipulative, right? Let's just say that she's very manipulative, yada, 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 which I believe to some part of the degree, right? She's still acting out. Like Cassie said, there's an acting out portion of her life. There's something wrong.
It's like the Sinister Six teaming up to take down Spider-Man, but they're all weird internet schizoids.
Thank you, Lost and Coyote. Again, this doesn't unmake her victimhood, and I want to make that very clear. I feel a lot of empathy towards Jelly, and I can only hope that she moves on with her life. And if she is able to ever get evidence on Cam and report him for whatever, by all means, go try. We're going to go on to Krexa now. Now, I've already talked about Krexa, and Krexa has also acted out in strange ways. So, yes, Krexa did live with Cameron at a specific set of time. Krexa also alleges abuse by Cameron. I personally can't say it did or did not happen. I can't say that. I can only say that I feel for Krexa, learning more and more about Cameron every day. And I can only feel for Krexa. I hope one day she gets to tell her story. I hope one day she's able to either talk, or she could just fuck off the internet and not care. But here's part of the problems, or here's an issue with Krexa. Krexa did steal GoFundMe money from an individual named Renard, who was living on the brink of homelessness. She was actually homeless. And do you want to know who Renard is? Renard was Cameron F305's former moderator who harassed Diesel when the video came out. So let's go to those screenshots. And Renard was also an r/Osana mod. So I wonder who was pissed off at Krexa. Was it r/Osana? Could it have been one of the moderators who had GoFundMe money stolen? But let's get there. This, I don't know who this is, but this screenshot comes. I'm so happy that we got $1,000. I really didn't realize that this was going straight to Renard until just recently. I'm so happy she's going to be able to pay her rent for this month. Renard goes on to say, that's just the first part. A Violent Smoker, thank you for subscribing. Renard goes on to say, just the first part. Now that this place both of us have confirmed I can live and secure, the next chunk is going to Krexa, so we actually can get her up there. We can't exactly get Krexa into this home if I don't have a home to get her into. Thank you so much. Krexa goes on to say, please tell your BF that I love him in the most possible platonic way. I guess this is some person. Yes, please tell your partner that I will hug them in the most platonic way. Going on to say, Krexa answers something. If we exceed our goal, a pipe dream but real, I could recover my music studio, which was stolen after Cameron made me homeless and the money Cameron took from me. Now, that is an allegation that Cameron took money. I don't have any proof of that. Again, if that's what happened, fuck Cameron. Like, absolutely fuck him to death. This is from the r/Osana Discord, by the way, just to let you guys know where this is from. Krexa, thank you. Male wife, tell them I said welcome. Yeah, my name is Krexa. I'm your best ex, yeah. Oops. Krexa smiles. Oops. Krexa goes on to say, hi, everyone. I just saw that our GoFundMe has hit, and then this is 2/29/2024. I just saw that our GoFundMe has hit the first goal of $1,000, which means at Renard and her fur baby Cheppa will not be freezing on the streets. Thank you all so much. Every single, both one of you who read, shared, and even donated. Both of us feel hope today, and it's because of all of you.
Can no one bring down the monster Falgi?
I am a monster, but I don't want that. I want to be very real. Again, I still think that these people can still be victims. I want to make it very real. An imperfect victim doesn't mean that they're not victims. And I have made my best to amend my coverage moving forward like that. My phone is broken, and I can't get into the GoFundMe to send thank yous to the donators, but I will be as soon as humanly possible when I get back in. So if any of you message me, thank you. So Renard was in charge of the GoFundMe, from what I understand. I mean, Krexa, excuse me, was in charge of the GoFundMe for her and Renard. Let's go on. Now, this is 3/14/2024, so this is a couple weeks afterwards. If anyone wants to talk to me directly about their money being misappropriated or wants proofs from me, my side, or anything like that, my DMs are open too. Frankly, I was not okay after at all for the last couple days learning about this, and then woke up to bravery to tell me my story. So that's kind of why Maddie and Allie stepped up in a much big way. I am forever grateful to these incredible women for their endless support that they have given me throughout everything. I'm also fucking sorry to any donators that sent money to the original GoFundMe thinking it would help. I am sure you feel just as insulted and as angry as I do. This person in the Discord. Wait, so Krexa is a scammer, or did someone hijack your guys' GoFundMe? The former. Now again, let me move my head. You know what? Can I? No, I gotta move my PNG. No, there you go. The former. This is the facts about the case, right? This doesn't unmake Krexa a victim of Cameron. However, this is not like she did steal from someone who was also on the verge of homelessness, who then ran to Cameron for support. Renard runs to Cameron for support later. And then she harasses Diesel about, or they, I don't know, I can't remember the pronouns. I know Renard is gone now, from what I understand, which is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. But again, have I in way slandered the victims? Have I in way not been appropriate? You do have to recognize their mistakes in their coverage. Also, it's not defamed. It's actually libeled because it's written. It's not word of mouth. It's whatever. But yeah, this is the one I kind of wanted to address because this one, not necessarily has legs. This is one that's just missing a lot of context because for the faults and parts of Diesel's coverage, this was not. This is what happened in the r/Osana Discord. This is what happened between Jelly and Dev. And these are screenshots that we got. Like I said, Jelly has confirmed that those screenshots are real and that her intent was to quote cuck Dev, unquote. I don't think I need to share that part of it. Again, with Krexa, she did take GoFundMe money. Who did you kill, though? I don't fucking know. Listen, I'm sorry that this was serious. I did just kind of want to address it finally. But again, what I learned from this experience overall, especially that coverage, was I have to do a better job at highlighting the fact that there are imperfect victims. And you need to specify that because that doesn't absolve the perpetrator. No, you don't get it, Fauci. You can't ever discern people's flaws or cite things that actually happened. Yeah, but that's just the end of it. So this doc has been maybe one of the most hilarious things I've ever read in my entire life. This is, not only did this, give me an opportunity to fucking dunk on Rose. Oh, I'm back. Not only did this give me the opportunity to dunk on Rose and Scarlet one more time, it did let me clear the air when it came to Krexa and Jelly. I wish them nothing but the best. Again, I've said this multiple times. Even if they have their faults and their flaws, doesn't unmake their victimhood. All right, everybody. That's pretty much all I had to cover from this document. I'm curious if did they update it? Come on, update the doc. Oh, you fuckers are so lame. Update the doc live! Update it live, motherfuckers! You're so boring! Boring! Now, chat. Fauci love bombed me and bombed my car in the doc. No. Update the fucking document, you dummies! I'm bored, Scarlet. Play. Rose, if you're around, I'm bored. Shoutouts to Lemur. I want to highlight this because wait, Lemur sent me something very fun. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. What was it? What did Lemur say? Because I saw it before. It's on my. I believe Scarlet. Conspiracy Lemur, thank you for believing in Scarlet Reaper. Thank you for letting me dunk on him one more time. I believe Scarlet too. I truly do believe Scarlet is back. Gonna be the greatest thing known to man.
Feed that dog.
I will. Thank you. This is the Scarlet Reaper stuff. Is there anything else I wanted to react to today? Not really.
If you're not a doctor, then what's in stream chat?
No. Also, pull up my video. I would have to download. Hold on. All right, hold up. Display capture. Turn window capture off. Okay, display capture smaller. It's okay. Media, turn on. I know Lazy is covering Brian Mullins. I'll probably send you guys over to her. Because I said this yesterday, because I took responsibility for this a little bit yesterday. I mentioned it.
I believe I can lee.
Thank you. I mentioned this yesterday, too. I am very thankful that Lazy gave me a chance from some of the incendiary comments that I made about her.
Car right after a beer. Hey, that bomb is shaped like a deer. DUI, how about you die?
Uh-huh!
100 miles an hour. Little do you know, I filled up on gas.
Hey!
I'm a kid, you're about to make an ass. Pulverize this fog with my cooking truck. It seems you're out of luck.
Yes, chat. If you don't know, that's me trying to hit Cameron F305 with my car as he runs away, because I don't like that fucker. Big shout outs to Rena for making that. Yeah, pulverize that fuck. Oh, a little bit of public service announcements before we leave. I was talking with the other mods. What we're gonna be doing is starting to essentially sunset some drama chats. Falgi, Scarlet has talked about luring up on me. Should I be worried? I mean, if he has the money for it, go for it. He would have to like also prove that he's like not also trying to like dox me, which he tried. We're gonna be sunsetting some of the drama chats, some of the drama topics. Only reason being is I don't feel like there's any need to archive them. If the story is done, if there's no developing story within like 15-ish days, we're just gonna be sunsetting them. If you do make art and memes in those chats, we've already started doing that. If you do make art and memes in those chats, just put it somewhere else. Well, I keep saying there's no reason to constantly like A-log people, in my opinion. There's really no reason for it. I'm not trying to make a snark Reddit. So that's pretty much it. Also, it's time to feed the puppers. It's time to give her treats. It's time to feed the dog now on the Opp Block stream tonight. Also, other like public service announcements. Please make sure any stream requests that you want, you put in Opp requests and try to put what you think are the most important videos for that drama. Don't that's my only ask is to just keep it to the important videos that are related to that drama topic. We don't need to throw in like 2,000 different things. And also just like don't like clog the threads all over the place too. I'm just trying to keep it very clean. Fine, because I hurt myself. I hate you. PZB, this is for you. Diesel, fuck! Fuck me, I guess I gotta keep going. Fuck it. Fuck it, we keep going, chat! Where to go? Come on. Why? Why? No! Oh, God. Why? Why did we do this? Why was this made, PZB? I hate this. Do Scarlet's new video. No, react to Scarlet's reaction to his apology. Wait, he reacted to his own apology? Oh, that's just the one where he's like saying that he lied. I don't really care. No, we don't need the bonus Courtney crash out stream. I actually want to cover something ACC related. So let me go to window chat. You know what we could do? Did you guys want to cover something ACC related? Do you guys want to cover something ACC related? Because this was on my list of things to do. Beckett covered, obviously, the Ponder video, like the jar video on the Spoctor drama. I want to cover something very interesting from one of those dramas. Find Toastify's channel. So I wanted to cover Toastify's video on Madame. Because I thought his video on Madame is really interesting. Because we covered, yes, we covered who Madame was, but we really didn't, like, jump into it. So I think, why the fuck not? Let me go into live chat. Are you going to cover Toastify's Madame? Of course I am! Because I think this is important and interesting. Hey, Valji, Diesel didn't answer my question. So if you had to pick between one person to be president, between Hassan, Trump, and Augie RFC, I'd pick the bear. The bear is my option. Let me go into the live chat. We can all react to this together.
I am literally gay.
Hi, Greg.
I have been here for 2 hours.
I know. I said that I was doing this by myself, though. Oh, your Fugi's gone. Hold up. You're also big. You're
Good.
very big right now. Let me make you small. Let me make you small. Driving in my car. Da, ba, ba, da, ba, bee.
Right after a beer.
Oh my god, it's Mega Greg. All right, chat. Are you ready to learn about Madame?
You were in my bosom.
I know I was in your bosom. It's really nice there.
It's very sweaty. It's a very hot day today.
Yeah,
It
but
says
I love being
like
in your
an
bosom.
85, but it feels like 102. This shit's ass.
Hot body, check it and see. I got a fever of 103. Come on, baby, you can do more than dance. Hey, I'm hot-blooded, ow!
This is why you're gonna get throat polyps.
Does it feel alright? Baby, you can stay all night. I don't remember the notes for that. Okay. Oh, let me share screen to you. Gotta
Okay.
give me a sign. Oh, that's not the right note. Give me a sign. There we go. That's what it is. Apparently, wait, no way.
Huh?
No fucking way he is.
No,
Hold up.
why?
Nicholas Diorio is not covering the Vince thing.
Bruh. I thought he did. No,
He did before, I thought.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
but then
no, he did.
And then he didn't
did
include
and
it in
didn't
the.
like it. That's what I was
It was
like.
boring. He said so. He didn't put it in the VOD or the edit.
Yeah. He probably also didn't cover the debate that we had with him. So that's okay.
Nah, don't matter.
I don't matter either. All right. Let's get into it, chat.
What is this?
We're learning about Madame. We're learning about Madame, the Leafy clone.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Did you hear that? Have you tried the new Castle Crashers? Wait, Castle Crashers got a new fucking DLC in the year of our Lord 2025?
Yeah, you gotta make your own character. It's pretty cool.
That's so based. That's super cool. All right, let's watch this. Thank you, Toastify.
Do you want art?
Do I want art? What does that mean? Do I want
Yeah.
art?
Do you want to see art
Of created characters?
of you?
Yeah, sure.
I pinged you.
Stream chat. Oh, I'm canceled.
There's so much art of you.
There I am.
Loopback became a member.
Thank you, Lebec.
Thank you, Lebec.
Very kind.
Here's my apparent medical degree, Michael Falgi.
Michael Felger, probably.
How Scarlet and Rose Mullet feel together. Here I am. I got canceled.
The cancel is real.
Welcome to the new John Opp Block.
Year 1 is pretty good. I'm excited for more cancellations in year 2.
That is like maybe one of my favorite documents of all time. I'm not gonna lie. It's just like the sheer like I had all of this information just ready to rip off. Very fascinating.
And they still haven't found the stuff that I would put in my Google Doc on here.
I know. It's so weird. All right, let's get into this video.
Back in 2019, Madame or Princess Ash was the subject to one of the fastest rises and falls in internet history. She started out as just another commentary channel, pretty much skinwalking Leafy is here, but due to her extensive coverage on people like Onision, she suddenly became the talk of the town. Did it matter to anyone watching that there was nothing notable about her apart from her gender?
Goddamn, Toasty! Also,
That's fucking
also,
scorching.
obviously, would not. There's no colored hair. Would not.
You're
In the
gonna
short term-
shoot yourself in the foot here when we find colored hair.
No. But as time passed, Madame appeared to have been hiding her erratic behavior. In fact, the most interesting thing she would do was the action that caused her downfall. After attempting to dox a 15-year-old over credit and the meltdown that
So this is the Slimmers drama.
Oh my god, we're back.
This
in
is
hell.
we are at the Slimmers drama, chat. We're finally learning about Madame.
This is the Madame's Slimmers connection to Ponder, connection to
Yes.
Ukumu. I am
wait.
going to kill myself.
She's now rich, by the way. How the fuck is she?
What?
How did she get rich? Should mention that.
How?
How did she
Tell
get
me.
rich?
How do you do that? We need to know for purposes.
I would love to know.
that followed, her career was in freefall, and most holdouts left when they found out she had scammed those who had raised money for a lawsuit.
Oh, that's how she's
What?
a millionaire? Is that
That's
how
the
she's
story
rich?
that everyone knows, and it's been retold many, many times by different creators, yet none of them have said
Axis,
Are we
no.
already done with Skarlet Reaper? Also, id hit it and quit it.
Axis, thank you for being true to yourself. And yes, it was 2 hours, and we're not doing it anymore. I can't devote another more than 2 hours to that guy.
She has a true crime second channel that does shorts.
What?
We're doing something wrong, Greg. We
We
doing
are
something
in the wrong business.
We are
We're in the wrong angle
business.
of YouTube.
May I get a Vega? May I get a TLDR on who's Skarlet Reaper again? Skarlet Reaper is a guy from our past. He coined a term called the reverse predator. Reverse predator are minors that groom adults. He truly believes that minors can groom adults. He also admitted that he's a pedophile. And he killed himself, came back, killed himself again.
the full story. Madame should have just been another footnote in
Hey,
history,
Vlad.
but everything I've been finding after digging through old archives shows a lot more than what we saw. Madame's online footprint goes back years, and throughout there's a recurring pattern. A woman with an unrelenting desire to get attention, getting revenge in whatever way she can, and her actions seem to eclipse what she's most known for. So, take a seat. This is the story behind the female Leafy clone.
I don't like the tongue out. I don't like that.
That's too much. I mean, I know there was an era where that was a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, and like the, I guess the Ahegao face, right?
Yeah, the Ahagao face. But
it's
she's
a
not
bit.
doing the eye
uh,
thing.
I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Who doxed
Serial
her
killer
artist.
face.
I mean, she does cover them.
Oh,
Now, if you're stuck in 2016 calling people leafy clones, you need to reevaluate your sad life.
She wants to leech off of me for content after I made my video, doing
And it's gonna be
Was
a lot
that young Augie?
Good morning.
Good morning, Kickad. Good morning, good morning. It's good to see my favorite Swede.
process,
Good
and I am
morning,
willing
good
to
morning.
go through it because you will not get away with this. Period.
She hasn't just stolen once, but twice, and then released personal information of a 15-year-old.
You're the one who forgot the credit and cried over one comment. And then you tried to dox them.
She scammed her community through her Patreon, saying that she was going to sue Onision.
Ash had actually hired people from the dark web.
And I realized who it was. I was like, oh, this is Madam. This is like trouble. And I kind of like it.
All right.
Madame.
I always listen. I've talked to Toastify before. I like the guy. I like his vibes.
Or Ashley S. was born on February 8th,
Yes,
2000.
Ashley, we know
Her
it's
history is
Ashley.
as dubious as ever. She's lied and exaggerated throughout her career. But according to her own narration, her early life wasn't pretty. Madame says she's diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and severe depression.
Greg.
here we go again.
It
I'll
always
get the-
goes back to a BPD girly. Ain't that right, Greg?
We need like a dunce cap that's we have to put on whenever BPD girly gets mentioned.
Weaver, I do know. That's the joke.
Like Phil Ford again award.
Mhm.
That's what we need for you. Every time you're like, this person is smoking, and then it turns out that they're a piece of shit. We need a Phil Ford again award for you.
Yeah. We do need like like ours, like Heidi, like like an emote or like a
Something.
an animation for me like falling for bad bitches.
It's possible her upbringing was the cause of this, as she notes her family were abusive. In fact, her recollection of her last day with the family ended in a fight with her stepdad. When the police came and saw her bruises, they apparently neglected to help her and treated her like a criminal.
Christ.
In response, Madame packed her bags, went to the airport, and flew across the country to the middle of nowhere. From there, she would ask strangers for help and then rebuild her life. Keep in mind, she says this happened a few years ago at the time of upload, so she would have been around 15 to 16 years old. It's also worth noting that she said this story in a video where she claims she broke out of a mental facility. It seems harsh now to cast doubt upon this, but as we go on, you'll see where I'm coming from.
Oh,
it doesn't help that
no.
she threatens to sue the mental facility in the video, and as we'll find out later, her history of lawsuit threats is shaky, to say the least. Back when she was a young teen, Madame loved watching videos made by people like Leafy is here.
Look at that no chin motherfucker. Where do you think he is in Vegas right now? How many drugs do you think he's doing in Vegas?
I don't know anything about him. I don't give a shit.
You don't know much about Leafy's here?
No, I didn't really watch it.
I think this is like the last part of commentary that I got off of. Because I remember this, the Great Under A stuff, the fight with Keemstar. I don't remember the Keemstar fucking uprising kind of thing.
So like this was all of it started from like commentary over COD gameplay, and I never was into COD, so I just missed all of it.
Yeah. If you're a fairly young viewer, you might think this is a little unlikely. I mean, what interest would a teenage girl have in a guy who makes videos bullying kids? But back then, that was exactly par for the course. Leafy had a...
Yeah, unfortunately, that was the content back in the day. Unfortunately.
Massive following of teenage girls, people from Tumblr who idolized him. Some of them would even go on to have their own notoriety, like Katie Triggers Me. To put it simply, 2016 was a pretty different time, one where it was hard to escape the ship art of Leafy and his female character Femi. That's the fandom that Madame Group was a part of. For the next 2 years, Madame would go from a fan to a...
He had his own.
He had his own
OC?
self-ship?
Yeah. What?
Wait. Leafy had his own self-ship? That is fucking
I've never heard of that.
bizarre.
I mean, obviously,
I'd
I'd never heard of it. But obviously, I've never heard of it. I just never. That's like I can't imagine people doing that.
Wild.
Content creator, making typical commentary videos. One thing to note now is that throughout her career, Madame would go on...
He had Leafy was loved by women. That was like a big thing. Leafy's community was predominantly... Yeah. Leafy's community was predominantly women. 100%.
We're in the wrong business.
Our audience says, like... Our audience share is pretty even, like men and women. Like comparatively, we have a lot of women in our audience.
To pretty much skinwalk Leafy. A lot of commentary channels have borrowed aspects of Leafy's content, used it as a jumping off point to develop their own style, and these people are, in my opinion, unfairly labelled as Leafy clones. Madame is different. She was quite literally a Leafy clone. She copied his style, way of talking, type of videos, and even merch. I mean, this is far beyond using inspiration as an excuse. So why did she stand out amongst everyone else? Well, to be blunt and honest, it's because she was a woman. When it came to what she was actually saying...
I can't tell if Toasty is being scathing or... I'm not saying that Toastify is jealous. That's definitely not what I'm saying. It's just really funny where it's like, I'll be honest, because she got tits. Oh, I like Toasty though. He's funny.
She did not stand out from anyone else. People liked her because the commentary audience was undeniably full of dorky 13-year-old boys who were going through puberty.
Don't say Toasty. What, Toastify? What is Toasty? Oh, Toasty Vanilla. Fuck.
That fact didn't sit well with Madame. She would fight for seemingly every inch of her 20,000 subscriber popularity. She would relentlessly argue with other people about her legitimacy as a creator. Sometimes she'd make entire videos ranting against her comment section. It was clear that this kind of stuff got to her.
And to allow your 10-year-old brother to watch cancers such as Leafy shows how much of a f***ed up sister and person you are. Alright, Chris, please do us all a favor and open your ears before you tell me to shut up. You clearly didn't listen if you're accusing me of being a f***ed up person and accusing me of allowing my brother to watch Leafy. I'm not a controlling person. Policing your siblings and treating them like you're their parent would make you shitty. Now, I know your IQ is below 20, but at least try your best to use your brain before commenting. It's the least you could do.
Are these jokes?
I don't know. I don't know if these are hitting.
Are these supposed to be jokes?
Were these hidden? Chat, this was 10 years ago. Was that hidden? I can't tell.
What? This is is this humor? This is
I
like,
told you it was ass. Oh my god.
this is wild. This is wild.
This weirdo slid in my DMs telling me I have potential and that my channel is gonna blow up. Now, if you're stuck in 2016 calling people Leafy clones, you need to reevaluate your sad life.
That excerpt is from an old video made by the YouTuber Simply Dad, someone who would go on to become friends with Madame in early 2019.
Okay.
And what he notes about her behavior is very interesting. In an interview, Simply Dad recollects that Madame would kind of be all over the place. It's well known she was flirting with another YouTuber known as Muggy, but at the same time she was flirting with other commentary YouTubers, saying if things didn't work with Muggy, she would get with them. She got into calls with YouTubers bigger than her, immediately asking to collab, and those who did usually ended up—
Wait, what do you mean Discord Bork? Oh,
It's
you
up.
can't hear the video?
Well, no.
I mean, they could hear you. So
obsessing her and
There you
getting her nudes. I talked to another commentary channel known as OG Lofi who did not date her, but was around when she was active, and his stories seemed to echo the sentiment.
Yeah, so she dated Muggy, dude, and like I only talked to bro a handful of times. We had a couple of friends in common, but anytime like she came up because she cheated on Muggy with Loki.
No way.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Loki?
That's crazy.
I don't even know who Loki is.
That's no way. Like,
You don't know who this fucking
Wow.
person is either, you motherfucker.
like I can't believe that would happen.
Who are these people? Okay, she's crazy. Okay. Hey, the allegation is she a thought. Again, she can sleep with whoever she wants. Maybe just don't cheat on people.
No. Yeah, like they were doing like Easting. And I remember because he was bragging to me about getting Madam's nudes. And so yeah, he was like, yeah, actually he did show them to me. I didn't want to be shown this. I had adamantly been like, no, I don't want to see this chick's nudes. It was not meant for my eyes. Like, to be clear, I was not a participator in trying to spread this. I was very, very against it, but he still like pulled them up on call, and I was just like, dude, like, f off, like that. I don't want to see that.
I guess also I think Tom commented this, that like Turkey Tom, that she would like try to flirt with everyone and tell them specifically like, oh, if things don't work out with Muggy, I'll just f you a VidCon, maybe a VidCon or something.
He was a huge clout chaser. Like that is something.
Okay.
Cause that I really remember, cause she tried to like hit on Scrubby, but Scrubby blew her the f off. Yeah, actually, yeah, Scrubby vaguely mentioned something about that in a conversation. I remember, like she was like, yeah, trying to hit on everybody at the time, and I guess the only person who was down bad enough was Loki.
First of all,
Why, Rush? Why? Also, fuck you, drummer. Fuck you.
I find this interesting because it paints two very different pictures. On one hand, Madame abhors the idea that she's only known for her gender and tries to prove she's not. On the other hand, it seemed like she was wielding her gender, directly using it as a way to get a step up the ladder.
I was trying to tell everyone to get you with a call shit, bro, a little bitch ass. I flirted with you, picked you, Misty dumped me.
Either of these motivations usually make sense, but both at the same time, that to me indicates—
They said it again, maybe because people are saying my voice and gender is why I have so many subs, this person is making a point that they can use men to get subs. You know a fairly simple point that gender doesn't equal subs.
a total obsession with attention and clout. And this is a conclusion I draw from some of the stories I've been told. To me, it almost seems like she went too far to try and further her career.
He was honestly sending them to anybody that she could use in the future, because from what I heard, that there were several people who had these nudes that she personally sent them to.
Please do not send your nude photos around to people that you do not know. If you are two consenting parties, also don't share those nudes. Do not pull a Destiny. That's all I have to say.
I remember Cyrus mentioning that she was being weird to him. But like
This is
you
when he
Cyrus
was underage.
young. Yeah.
This is when he was like underage.
Oh, wait, how fucking old was? I don't even know how old Madame would have been back then.
So I was around 18 or 19 at the time, and she was like 20, 21. Like she was of legal drinking
She was like 21, 22.
Yeah, because like she was able to drink before Scrubby was, and Scrubby was a year older than me.
Wasn't Cyrus like 14?
So when I met Cyrus, I was 18 and he was like 15. Yeah, he was 15.
I know she used to constantly like play.
No children should be making content. Children, stop making content. Why is this? Why are we ignoring this? Why? What is happening?
You should be doing your homework.
Trigga, who was much more underage than she was.
Oh.
I think he was like 14, 15 at the time. It wasn't like she was interested in anything. It was she's saying it's kind of like keep him on her side. She's done that with a lot of people. Lots.
One of the people that Madame tried to flirt with was the commentary YouTuber Scrubby. Madame and Scrubby.
Who the fuck is the Scrubby, and why does he have so many subs?
It's almost
You're never
2 mil.
nude. There are dozens of us, dozens.
What are we doing wrong? We're doing something wrong.
With only 93 videos, he's at 1.8 mil.
Oh my.
Actually, let's see if Scrubby is still around today. Driving in my car.
Right after a beer. Something looks like a deer. Drink my beer while I try to steer.
1.88. Okay. Last video 2 years ago. Oh, that's sad.
Oh.
That's sad. Well, Scrubby, I hope wherever you are, you're doing great.
Hope you're doing good. Probably. We don't know you. If you're crook, then we hated you forever.
Scrubby met back in a VC in 2019, and according to Simply Dad, she begged him for a Fortnite collab video. Scrubby kind
Fortnite. It's always Fortnite.
of just ignored her and was working on some other
He
stuff.
got that bag
and
and
Madame
dipped,
became so
yeah.
enraged by this that she concocted a secret plan to ensnare him. A few days later, she would send 2 girls to flirt with Scrubby and Simply Dad. After this, Madame would confront Scrubby and accuse him of being a pedophile because these girls were underage. This is despite the fact that, first of all, the girls claimed they were adults and only changed their ages after, and secondly, Scrubby also never reciprocated any of the flirting and just ignored them. But that was enough basis for her to falsely smear Scrubby as a pedophile to multiple other people. Obviously, it's a strangely vengeful move for what was such a nothing burger.
She tried accusing Tom of being friends with Scrubby. She tried accusing Scrubby of being a pedophile. She tried accusing me of being a pedophile. Like, she literally sent some chick to go hit on me and Tom and Scrubby, and she would lie about her age, and then, like, hit on us, come back to Madame. She tried to confront me, saying, like, oh, you're a pedophile. I was like, no, this person told me they were, like, 18, so... And she told Tom she was 14. Then she told Scrubby she was this age. So, like, it's fucked. She wants to leech off of me for content after I made my video, you know, doing Fortnite with Simply Dad.
What the fuck? So she leveraged false pedophile allegations? What? What? Reddit streamer, what did you send me? What did you send me, buddy?
Little do you know, I filled up on beer.
Ban drummer from the chat.
Making a video with Turkey Tom and Simply Dad. Imagine if she tried to do the same thing to Scrubby, but then Scrubby didn't want to do it because he just doesn't f with her. And, like, look at me. I don't like her. I vocally said that I don't like her. I wouldn't take back what I said about my video, so now she's trying to say all this about me, right? She wants the content, and if she can't get it, then it immediately turns to this person's like an evil pedophile, baby killer, puppy kicker, us saying that she's not lying. I even got her to admit that she was lying and said sorry. She tried to blame it on the 14-year-old, but I was like, dog, you're like friends with her. Like, that's like the biggest giveaway. I was so sus of that person the moment I looked at the mutual friends and I was like, oh, Ashley's a mutual friend. What is that? Very interesting.
Now, I don't mind if you take some of these statements with a pinch of salt. There's not much evidence, this happened years ago, details may have shifted over time, but everyone who I talked to behind the scenes seems to tell the same story. Madame acted as a sort of pick-me girl who used her status to climb to the top in any way she could. Far before her entanglements with the art community, Madame already had a negative reputation. Simply Dad's impression was that she was a content leech, who went above and beyond for petty revenge, trying to get attention by any...
Okay, so she was... Okay. So she was just annoying. And a content leech. I see. Wait, how long did you ban Drummer for?
The 5 minutes. It's fine.
Oh, okay. So she was okay. She was pick me. That's fine. I honestly don't care. I said this before with the Emu Emmy stuff. If she never fucking rape jacketed Saber Spark or like whatever, I don't really care if she slept with people to get with jobs. I feel like I such an annoying like. I'm not fighting that argument.
means necessary, but how true would those words ring? As we've seen, Madame was desperate to become famous despite not having any content value or even work ethic that could justify that fame, so her route forward was through hopping on trends. In mid-2019, popular commentary and Reddit YouTuber Slazzo faced accusations of sexual assault.
No!
Madame immediately jumped on it, making a video...
Oh, we can't get rid of anything! Oh! Drama is cyclical and circular. I'm tired.
How come Scarlet didn't bring up the Slazo stuff again? It's almost like once things start falling apart with his allegations, he just moves on to something else that he still
Yeah, he
can't
never
defend.
brought up the quite Slazo stuff. He also did, like his Diesel stuff is very minimal too.
Yep. It's almost like
fuming.
He's a hack fraud.
Yeah, almost.
About the few skeptics of Slazzo's accusers.
However, because of the stupid that people are saying, I just feel the need to debunk it because it really just hurts my heart for this poor girl. So, first of all, there's
Just as a TLDR, she lied.
some diehard Slazzo fans / people that aren't even fans
Like
of him.
Slazzo was lied upon. That's like the whole point of this drama and why it matters. People believed her.
I wouldn't even say people, the incels that aren't fans of him, but just despise women, so they're just shitting on this poor girl.
After Slazzo proved himself mostly innocent, Madame would subsequently sink into the background. She purged the tweets and videos about the situation quietly, and no one batted an eye. At least it played to her advantage this time that her audience cared about her voice more than her words, and that would carry her into the next trend. It was during 2019 that the meltdown of Onision had begun. Once a liked YouTuber for his quote-unquote funny videos, Onision had everyone turn on him after allegations.
Hey, look at Slug's favorite creator, Onision. Oh, I'm losing my mind, Greg. I'm losing it.
Of abuse arose. This would lead to some funny but staged mental breakdowns in videos, and it became a content gold rush. Madame was one of the first on the scene, making videos covering Onision's every move and gaining huge amounts of subscribers every step of the way. Again, the subscriber gain wasn't because of any real content value, apart from being leafy but a woman. This was because anyone who covered Onision was getting the adoration
Chat, there's
of his
180 of you and only 72 likes. Let's get those likes up as well. If you hit that goal, that dog gets another treat. Chat, you know what to do. That dog gets another treat every time you hit those goals.
Community, but anyone who covered him, including Madame, were facing issues. Onision was constantly taking false copyright claims and strikes against videos, either to profit off them or to make sure they weren't up, and Madame had had enough. She announced she would be suing Onision for these false copyright strikes by flying out to Washington.
I'm going to give updates about this entire process. I am suing him in small claims. I am suing him for approximately 1,500. Originally, I thought it would be 2,000. However, because he is also striking me twice and my video is going down again, it can go up to 2,000 or more because of the income that I am losing. So therefore, this can increase with time. But as of now, I had my roommate print out papers for me. Don't judge me. I don't have a printer here, so I asked him to do it when he was at work. And yeah, I have the King County papers ready to sue him in small claims. And it's going to be a long process, and I am willing to go through it because you will not get away with this, period.
Help fund Onision being sued. FAQ below. Read before commenting. Are you allowed to show Patreon content? Yes, but it's limited. That's why I barely showed anything and mostly talk about the content I saw. Patreon reviews are very much so a real thing, but it's limited. Are you allowed to talk about legal issues online? Yes, I simply explained what I learned about suing in small claims and publicly stated extra details. It's no secret that suing in small claims is a thing. I see no issue explaining it to my subscribers because—
okay, the memory leak is getting bad. Chat, hire a lawyer before you say that you're going to sue someone. Don't say that you're not, like, going to sue somebody and then just not do it.
Because if I were vague, donating would feel like a scam, at least in my eyes. You deserve to know these details. Like I said in the video, any future progress I make will be updated to Patrons only. I'm refraining from further public updates until I go to court. To the diehard anti-O's, this was fascinating. You have to keep in mind, this is before Chris Hansen really got involved in the situation and Onision tried to take him to court. This was a move for legal action against Onision in the blossoming of the entire situation. But looking back in hindsight, there are a few glaring issues. Obviously, no one raises funds for a lawsuit through Patreon. That in itself is incredibly dodgy and non-committal, and it's near impossible to refund people if it doesn't happen. Additionally, it's hard to even discern whether Madame would be able to win the case against Onision. At least with the specific video, she did use Onision's Patreon, which is paywall content. I'm not against her doing it, but from my admittedly primitive knowledge of copyright law, I doubt she'd be able to defend it in court.
No, because the Patreon content is behind a paywall. Because it's behind a paywall, there's a set of copyright on it. That is correct. It was the argument of it was the argument if like specifically like if Queeman was ever gonna get struck on Kick for airing stuff behind Weddle's paywall, but like Weddle wasn't gonna fight it. So like it made that easier.
Regardless, she had announced it, made several videos discussing it, and said it was going to happen. As the months rolled by, Madame would rise from around 20,000 subscribers in late 2018 to being on the precipice of 50,000, having doubled her sub count. Her videos regularly went past the 100k view mark. It seems like her newfound audience finally appreciated her for who she was. Madame had...
Well, obviously, I don't think Queeman should have been sued. He wasn't, by the way. Just want to make that clear.
Through a godsend of pure luck, made
Why is Greg at the corner? Does he have cooties? No, it's just that I'm tired.
it. But there were still doubts hanging around. For one, the Onision situation wouldn't last forever. Eventually, people would move on, and what would happen to Madame then? Not only that, but as time went on, her updates about the Onision lawsuit became less and less frequent.
Oh my god, I remember that. Dude, that was so weird to me. It was immediately when I saw her making videos about that and talking about that, it was obviously just a thing to get her, like, just relevant. Because everybody knows that you get into drama, that's how you boost your I don't think she was ever actually planning on that.
Yeah, but that's what everybody does. Like, I can't hate her for that. That's what we all do.
She mentioned, like, lawyers, this, and that, but
I mean,
there was never any actual proof of her doing anything besides maybe, like, a free consultation you can Google set up.
People started to become anxious, and the tipping point came soon after. Slimer's Choreotic was a 15-year-old artist who had most of her following on Instagram. She was also a fan of Madame's content.
We know
who gained her
this!
attention after she posted some fan art.
We know
Madame
this
would soon
drama,
become
chat.
friends with Slimers, commissioning her for some character stills she could use in her videos. Unfortunately, Slimers, being only 15, didn't have a PayPal to accept payment, so the two agreed that Madame would pay her through credit. Now, payment via credit or exposure is particularly frowned upon in the art community, and for good reason. It's essentially artists giving their work for a profit that isn't guaranteed. If the videos and the channel subsequently flop, then you basically get nothing out of it. And especially for multiple character stills, this is incredibly generous for Slimers to do. But at the end of the day, this was an alternative. Slimers didn't have a method for payment, and both parties ultimately agreed on this. While Slimers was working on the stills, having done only one or two, Madame decided to take and use them for her next video's thumbnail. The issue is that whilst doing this, she had not credited Slimers at all. The entire center of Madame's payment method, and she hadn't even done it. Noticing this, Slimers posted a comment and an Instagram story saying that she would like to be credited, but her comments were nowhere near inflammatory, with her even remarking how it was nice that her art was in a Madame video. This led to a private conversation between Madame and Slimers. Okay, firstly, you should DM me, because by the off chance I stop reading YouTube comments that I wouldn't have seen, I'm just gonna give credit instead of a verbal shout-out. Whatever you prefer is fine by me. Also, what's strange is you respond to the thumbnail here, but then just now ask me to do this? But okay, take your credit. The shout-out then, lol. I wanted to pay you anyway. Shout-out/credit was because you didn't have a PayPal. No one credits their commission unless it's free/complimentary by the artist. Then of course credit, which was the plan, but okay, I got you. I mean credit in the description of your videos. Yeah, that's the plan. I said I got you. Boom, done.
Okay.
Just DM me, because I stopped reading comments after 48 hours. Thank you, that's all I wanted. Not hating, but it was just a thing I would like. Not angry, just letting you know. Yeah, of course, but it's kind of wacky you wouldn't just DM me after we've had phone calls and stuff. Yeesh. By the off chance I stopped reading comments, like, what would you expect? Had this been commented a day later, I wouldn't have seen it. I just got weirded out. You wouldn't tell me directly, but alright. Haha, OMG, I have an idea. Lol, you could sign a contract with my merch agents and take a cut from it. But you need a PayPal or whatever. But yeah, just a thought for the future. No, it's okay. There's nothing else you can do for me currently. I'm going to college next year, so one day I could get a PayPal.
Wait, what? Wait, she said that she was going to college next year. She was like 15, 16, right? It was Slimmers from the UK? Wait, this wasn't a Ponder's video? Oh my god, I hate everybody. I hate everybody.
The beginning of the end.
Wait, she did say that she was going to college the following year. Which is fine. What? I'm so confused.
PayPal, but I wouldn't mind working for you currently.
It was in the video? No. What was in the video was to talk about college classes and getting ready for college. Not the word specifically, I'm going to college next year. That's actually a weird fuck up by everybody. That wasn't included in the video, the videos that we watched. I fucking rewatched those videos. You could be underage to go to college. Yes, I understand that, but that wasn't the case with Madame. I mean, with Slummers. No one was arguing that. I was 17 when I started college, but had turned 18 by the end of my first semester. Yeah, again, if I remember correctly, she was graduating early. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out, because there was like contention with it.
At all. I'm doing this all out of joy and fun. Yeah, since you told people to come after me and comment on my social media about crediting you, even though I literally agreed on giving you a verbal shout out, then we discussed long-term crediting, my about section, etc., I don't want to work with you anymore. It's apparent you're still talking about me, or telling people, because now I'm getting recent comments about it. So bye. Thanks for making fan art. You seem nice at first. Actually, could we just discuss this normally instead of running off like this? Those were my friends. I told them to apologize sooner. I also have friends, you know. I never wanted to attack you. Obviously, we both did a mistake together. I'm pretty sure if your stuff wasn't credited, you would vent about it a little, at least. I understand it was messed up for me to comment it, but it was never an attack. I told you simply and calmly and we discussed things. Instead of making an announcement or possibly saying something, you got angry at me and blocked me on Discord. So could we please just talk normally instead of running off? It was leaving things on a sour note. But if you do not want to work with me, that's okay. But
yeah, the clip of Ponder saying that she should have Slummers was too stupid to graduate, but early.
Falgi is always mean to Greg, pouting face emoji, crying face emoji.
For every tip that we get, Greg will be a little bit closer to my PNG.
Do not tip. Stop tipping.
For every tip, Greg will be closer to my PNG.
please, for the love of God, do not say something like, oh, one of my artists sent their fans to attack me or make a video. I never wanted this to happen at all. I understand you had terrible experiences with other people or artists, but one oopsie doesn't mean they're a scum forever. Literally stop talking to me. I've never, in my life, worked with someone so unprofessional. Commenting instead of DMing someone that you have personal contact with, making posts on a second Instagram account and sending people after me, literally never talk to me again. Block me. Leave me alone. You mean when I said, I hope I get credit next time in my story? I can show you it if you'd like. I don't watch your stories. This is according to some comment on my channel. Do you want me to show you? I can. I actually said don't attack
Just a little closer.
You didn't have a PayPal when I asked for prices. You were like, no, I'm a fan. I want to make these. And I said, no way. I would feel bad. Let me verbally shout you out. Then I forgot to credit in a description whilst working on my video you were going to get that shout out from. I have made it right. DM'd you instead of commenting on your public post.
Thank you, everybody who's donated so far. I mean, we know this drama. I want to see if Toastify covers the porn sharing.
Then you send people after me. You're the most unprofessional prick I've ever worked with. I'm never texting you again. Actually, why do you
So, Madame didn't know, or alleges that she didn't know, that Slummers was 15. There is an actual porn website shared from Madame to Slummers. It's actually very important for me to see.
Real Greg in Falgi.
I'm bringing him in, chat. Yes, if you tip a larger amount, he gets closer than before.
A little closer.
There
Can we
you
make
go.
them kiss?
I hate this.
Yes, we will kiss eventually, chat.
Keep acting like I want to cancel you. Seriously, are you always this angry and short-tempered when something like this happened? I know I sound like a jerk, but I'm literally trying to talk things out, and you keep ragging at me. I even told you I was going to show you the post, because it clearly wasn't an attack. I wanted to let others know who I worked for. I cannot control my following, and it sucks, but it was never meant to be hate. That's why I'm talking to you personally. We literally talked things out a moment ago, and you're bringing it up as if it was a problem. I even apologize for saying it in the comments. I hope the irony isn't lost on you that this is a commentary channel, a Leafy clone gunning for the head of someone, and holding them responsible for the actions of their audience. As if your videos where you bully people don't have a worse effect or encourage people to do it more. Madame probably could have held out on those negative comments if she just waited like a day and logged off, or just not read the comments at all. Yet she's having this impulsive and childish reaction. After these DMs, Madame would retitle the video's description to credit an unprofessional. A few days later, she published a video talking about Slimers, rehashing much of the same from the DMs. This video actually opens with an infamous skit where Madame calls the police on furries that were harassing her.
911, what's your emergency? Hello? There's furries after me. There's furries lying about me. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm getting attacked. What do I do? This is an emergency. Okay, I need you to calm down. You are speaking too fast. What is the problem? Oh.
What?
Cause every time we touch I get this feeling.
And every time we quiz, I swear I can fly. Can you feel my heart beat fast? I want to do the last. Need you by my side.
Okay, I'm sorry, but what I'm trying to say is that there's thousands of furries attacking me based on fabrications. What do I do?
What
Yeah,
is this?
Roll, roleplay ASMR.
Yeah, I guess so.
What do I do?
I
They're
hate
saying I'm
seeing the two
stressful
so
for fear
far
they're gonna
apart.
sue me or have
Broken
me
heart
killed.
emoji.
We're getting closer.
Though it's obviously satirical in nature, it does represent Madame's views in a video, as she accused Slimers of harassing her. Total victim
Yeah.
complex. The most that Slimers did was ask her friends on her private Instagram vent account to comment on Madame's video asking for credit. Maybe it wasn't the best method to get someone's attention, but again, this person's 15, it kinda makes sense. And even if Madame didn't know about Slimer's real age as people have debated, I don't get how a commentary channel who bases their entire identity on one of the internet's biggest bullies is crying about comments and having this impulsive and childish reaction. If Madame resolved the issue, said it was a mistake, and then not read the comments for a bit and logged out for a day, this all could have been avoided. Then Madame jumped on Instagram to accuse Slimers of lying about a past sexual assault. There was no proof to support this claim, and Slimers refute this by sending legal papers
We're getting
to the
closer
art
to hold
YouTuber
hands,
Norney.
chat.
This situation had just gone from 0 to 100 in a matter of days. Much
Yeah,
like
that's
other
pretty
art commentary YouTubers, Norney was stunned at how fast Madame was just digging her own grave. Other creators like Creepshow Art tried to tell her to cut it out before abandoning ship after she didn't listen to their
Oh no! If Creepshow out, if Creepshow Art is
girl.
Oh, fuck you motherfucker! If Creepshow Art is telling you to chill the fuck out, maybe you should chill the fuck out.
advice. It seemed as the days rolled by, Madame's comments about Slimers being unprofessional continued to age worse and worse. One night, Madame was on Instagram bragging about her bank account when she remembered something from her past conversation with Slimers. Whilst they were trying to sort out payment, Madame and Slimers decided to trade phone numbers. Now, Madame felt that everything was fair game. She first offered, and then posted, Slimers' phone number. Thankfully, the number was a Google Voice number, meaning that not everything could be tracked from it, but the intention was clear.
Yeah, it's the attempted docs. We know about the attempted
Okay, usually this is the part of the video where I drop the information and tell you to subscribe, but I actually have stuff to tell you about. We have a new Discord server. Join below, link in the description.
Okay,
Just open and join now.
The Discord server, I guess. I don't know. Toastify's Discord server.
I will not be doing that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that either. Kick yeah, the Swede!
We love Greg.
I love
We
Greg.
stand with Greg.
Yes, I stand with Greg too. I stand because of Greg.
With this action, Madame had turned everyone against her. This situation has escalated
speed
from
this
a
up a little
tiny
bit 'cause we
dispute
know
over
about
credit to an
this.
attempted doxing. And the only person to blame for this escalation was Madame herself. They shouldn't have gotten anywhere near career-ending heights, but thanks to her own pettiness, malice, and inability to let things go, it did. And the backlash from this was immense. Madame's video on Slimers would gain 24,000 dislikes and criticism from everyone. Just as she had hit the 50,000 subscriber mark, she went back under, losing 4,000 subscribers in a matter of days.
fuck.
But instead of taking a step back, Madame only seemed to keep her foot on the gas as she drove her career further into the ground. Amongst all the criticism, a few people went out and started trolling her. She'd been a big fan of the rapper XXXTentacion, even making a cover to one of his songs. But more relevant to this situation, Madame had made some art of XXXTentacion when he died. Another 15-year-old kid decided to go back through a post and comment, "He's dead" on this post.
Are we really not gonna cover the part where she fucking sent Slimmers a porn link? Was that not known? I'm sorry. Is that only like in like Ponder's fucking video? That like the porn link was sent?
An ocean separates Falgi and Greg's romance.
God, I'm so upset. I'm so annoyed.
So how close will 20 get?
That's so fucking infuriating now. Like this is so I will move him closer. What the fuck?
I
That's
can
so
feel the
infuriating.
bromance brewing.
Why did nobody talk about the literal porn link that she sent to someone she thought she was a 15-year-old? Or she didn't know, excuse me, Madame didn't know her age, but it's still grossly inappropriate. Fauci, the only cared about the crediting. I'm gonna yell at Toastify later! Toastify! Where are you, you fuck? Actually, I like Toastify, but god damn it! To be fair, like, listen, the Dock of the Radio stuff I don't know too much about. Again, I have issues with the Dock of the Radio stuff. I would leverage my concerns regarding Toastify on it. My issue is that the porn link stuff was the least amount in the commentary. Even in Ponder's video, it's a fucking footnote in regards to the doxing, which I think is a fairly fair criticism, as well as fucking tracing and not crediting art. Like, it's insane. Like, that is insane.
response, she went through his post and made fun of his close friend who died. Obviously, there's a huge difference between making fun of the death of a controversial public figure who you listen to versus making fun of the death of a private citizen and close friend. Then this person brought up that Madame had previously made a video about how during high school, a friend showed her a recording of a special needs student in a sexual act as a way to bully him.
She actually uploaded like all of her Snapchats from freshman year. Like she saved all of them and then she put it in a playlist called like my freshman year. And like I remember she linked me this video and she was like, hey, remember this? And she put like a little laughing emoji, so I click on it and it's literally the Snapchat of him getting off to pony. And I was like, holy you actually uploaded that. That's not something you put on YouTube, but I didn't tell her that. I just sent her a laughing emoji, and that was that. I mean, we don't talk anymore because
Let's
I don't
make them
still, like,
smooch.
Jesus.
So of course, Madame followed that up by arguing with him on
We're
Instagram
so
and
close
threatening
to
him with a
smooching.
lawsuit. Madame's rampage finally came to an end when she stated that she had to delete her social media, was now homeless, and had no internet. Again, remember she was flexing her bank account a couple of weeks ago. Additionally, this rest period gave content creators the opportunity to make videos on our actions and reflect on the past. It was during this point that another question came to those who were speculating. What happened to the Onision lawsuit? Updates on it had been thinning out, and considering that Madame had scammed someone out of their payment, YouTubers such as Repsion were suspicious. How did the money get there? How was it handled? I mean, people claim that $100 patrons would get her
what's up?
nudes, and
It's
is that really an
big.
appropriate
Diesel on
perk
the
alongside
big
lawsuit?
boy account. Diesel on the big boy account. Hi, Diesel. Hi, puppy. You can come and chat anytime you like. Hola. Hey, yo,
What? He doesn't speak
papi.
Spanish.
Yes, he does. He's been learning.
No, he's been doing Duolingo for 500 days. That doesn't mean he's learning.
You've got this, Poppy. I believe in you. I'm watching my YouTuber here, shaking my head. Oh, you're so cute.
I said YouTube. He watches his YouTube on that account.
No,
not
no,
his
he's watching
YouTuber.
his YouTuber. I'm learning, he says.
I'm trying to get him to stop talking about you. Run.
I remember watching this while it actively happened, but somehow I only just found out about the porn link. Yeah, because like nobody really mentioned it, and because it's also a footnote in Ponder's video, because Ponder is the one that had Slimmers' DMs. That's like my problem. I'm so confused. Are we Granligi or are we Freggy?
Or nothing.
Wow.
Lawsuit funding.
Did you ever hear about the where she said $100 patrons get nudes? Yeah, some guy came into my server with a screenshot of their DM conversation. I don't know if it looks real or not because it's on a Android and the resolution is small, but she's like $100 Amazon card for your next month's pledge, and I'll send you old nudes I took a few months ago. Would be interesting.
Oh, my God. Fresh off the press new ones? You get some old ones?
I heard apparently $100 patrons would get a nudes. Is that true?
A few.
On October 9th,
Oh,
2019,
God,
Madame
that's
uploaded
weird.
Apology for Everything, which wasn't an apology at all. This title, again borrowed from Leafy, was the prelude to a 2-hour-long video that's 30-minute gameplay and 1 hour 30 black screen. Everyone saw that and said, if you're not putting effort in your video, I'm not watching it. And besides, it rambled on for ages about other topics, mostly the harm of cancel culture in general, which these types of people tend to do after they get in drama, despite peddling the same sentiment for years. Besides, this video wasn't up for long anyways. Madame used the same still she got from Slimers without credit, leading to Slimers' mom stepping in and issuing a copyright strike. The only
There
real
we
thing in this
go.
video that wasn't mentioned before, or is actually important, is that Madame states she will no longer be updating people on a lawsuit due to people questioning her intent.
This experience makes me not want to release any further updates about my lawsuit until the internet is ready to give out the guilty until proven innocent mentality. And while in my last Onision video I did touch on the fact that I made some mistakes and whatnot, but it was very brief, I wanted to explain the process and my very few mistakes in depth and like just go through the entire process of how this happened and why, and talk about why suing in small claims is so important for small creators and all these things. But honestly, after this experience, I feel like I don't owe it to anyone. Even though it would have made a really good video, as of now, I just don't owe anyone
don't
anything.
care.
From this day forward, I refuse to give an update about the lawsuit. Expect no video from me even if I successfully sue him. Maybe one day people will change and then I can share to the world something inspiring that can inform and help other small creators. But
Okay.
until then, expect nothing.
Again, this is a strange comment to make, especially when showing the receipts for small claims court is pretty easy to prove. The more this went on, the more it seemed like Madame had just scammed the entire community. Rumors started spreading around that she hadn't used the money for a lawsuit, but instead flew to Washington to see a concert. And amidst all this, Onision would recognize
I think
the whole
that was
situation
Breaking
and take a victory
Benjamin.
lap of sorts.
You think?
I think that was Breaking Benjamin off of their what's that Lyra Vega album called?
Do I know? Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can remember a Breaking Benjamin song.
A Diary of Jane. That's the one you would know.
That's the Diary of Jane. Something's getting in the way. There we go. Now I got it. I will try to find my place in the diary of. I don't remember all the words.
The album was Ember.
Oh, sick. Thank you.
The one I'm
In
talking
all this
about.
insane
The other one
drama,
you're talking about is something
Onision
else.
had been made to look good. On the 30th of October 2019, Madame posted a video titled "The Art Community Has a Lying Problem," in which she accuses her merchandise artist of going after her.
I got an email from my fan fiber agent in regards to the art that I paid for, and he stated that the artist is trying to get my art off of my merch site because I apparently don't have permission to use it. So
Boo! Overwatch gameplay. Boo! Shun this lady. Boo!
I
mean, it
had
might
to
be
get all the
Overwatch 2
screenshots
gameplay.
of this artist sending me
No, it's too early to be Overwatch 2.
the art,
Do you
and then
know?
our conversation logs.
Yeah, because this drama happened in 2020. Like 2020.
We jumped back?
Yeah, we jumped real far back. Yeah. And Overwatch 2 didn't come out till like last year. If that.
We discuss the commercial use and that they're completely cool with it and how excited they were for their art to be on a merch site.
I ship.
Greggy.exe, thank you.
On top of that, I had to provide screenshots of my PayPal transaction with this person because, like I said, I paid for this art. The artist knew that it was for a merch site. They were excited about it going live and even said they wanted to purchase a hoodie for themselves when it went live. So I had to showcase those screenshots on top of the PayPal transactions and be like, yo, this is my art. I paid for it. What would motivate someone to lie about this? Why I think this person lied is because they saw that it could get them a lot of attention. I think that they saw what happened to the person that made up an entire story.
Wait, is this all getting canceled because, like, yeah, she faked the fucking lawsuit? But this is all, like, art credit? Oh, God. There are so many worse things in the world that we've covered. Art credit is so cringe to just, like, get, quote-unquote, canceled from. Which, again, listen, it was a standard. She should have paid her artist, but this is so fucking weird.
Story about me and fabricated everything, including evidence, and it's quite sad that people do this, but that's besides the point. They saw that that person gained a lot of, I guess, like, attraction, or what do I fucking call this? The liar gained a lot of publicity for it, so the artist that I commissioned, like I said, for the millionth time, that knew this was for my merch, that said their art is for commercial use, or their commissions are for commercial use, you get the point. So why would they lie about this when they got payment and everything was fine? I think it was for attention. So now they're fabricating a story that they were never paid.
Yeah, the Slimmers drama was so much more important than this. And we just gloss over the porn link. To a minor. Fuck me.
And I didn't have permission to.
And there's proof that she knew that Slimmers was.
So there's not necessarily proof that she knew that Slimmers' age. The contention is that Slimmers would lie about her age in calls, even though it was in the bio. Which again, if people don't look at the bio, it's whatever. My whole argument was, you don't off-rip send an ex-hamster link to somebody. Just because you're looking at, like, a pedophile and you're making fun of them. Or, like, a furry and you're making fun of them. Like, you just don't send a friend a porn link. I think that that's weird. I wouldn't do that with you. And we've been friends for almost 2 years now. Maybe more.
Almost a year, maybe.
It's not... What the fuck do you mean almost a year? We've been friends for longer? Fuck you.
To sell it as my merchandise and all this stuff and claiming that I mistreated them and all this when that's not true. I find this quite sad.
The artist in question, Makafua, responded to the video in a Twitter thread. In this thread, she states that she chose not to associate with Madame after the slime situation, and in response, Madame would remove her credit. Pretty petty stuff. Makafua responded by trying to take down only the icon art that Madame used, none of the merch. She claims there was nothing she did with fan fiber and challenged Madame on why she didn't show the supposed email sent in the first place. Additionally, in Madame's video, she shows Makafua's private business email, again leaking more personal information.
Yeah, you don't send porn links without checking the age. I honestly agree, but you also just shouldn't loop back. You just shouldn't send them regardless.
Listen, as an ACC lurker for over 8 years, it's so funny watching people's brains break over the community's really bad morals and skewed priorities.
Rotting, thank you. Rotting.
Yeah, I mean, but these feel like basic standards that a swath of people just don't adhere to.
Because this community was just very broken in the head. Because it was like, it feels like this community was made by children. So the standard was different. Like, I don't know.
Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, it's like a Lord of the Flies situation. Like, it feels like that's what it was. Because, like, they're talking, like, Toastify is talking to creators who at the time were all, like, minors, like, getting into the space, who then became adults in the space. It's so, like, because it just feels like the standard is weird because of that. And I hate it here. I hate it here. So
On the same day,
I'm
the YouTube
really fucking annoyed by this.
Repsion would drop a 45-minute video on Madame. In this, he drops DMs, holds her accountable, and most importantly, questions the lawsuit. As Repsion had been in legal issues with Onision before, he was the perfect person to give his perspective on this, and the issue became far more known. We also learned that after Madame's video on Onision's Discord server, she publicly took shots at Repsion for doing the same premise. However, before the video was made, Madame had reached out to Repsion on copying him, and was given a whole Google Drive with his Patreon content. It seems she only went to Repsion because he reviewed the Google Drive before she did. But with Repsion's video posted, vital questions raised about the lawsuit, and unlikely possibility that refunds would be issued, how much did she get away with? with? Well, some people believed it was a couple of grand. Repzilla reported it was $7,000. Others have come to me and said it was high as $20,000 or even $60,000. The reality is that to this day, we don't know how much Madame made off with, but we know she made off with something, and there was never any lawsuit. On the 8th of November 2019, Madame would take down all her Onision videos. By this point, she'd hit the 40,000 subscriber mark, meaning she had now lost 1/5 of her peak audience. A few days later, she would change her channel name to Princess Ash, which wouldn't do much to ease the channel decay. Madame's activity through December became sparse. For her, it may have seemed like the controversies were over, and she'd weathered the storm. But that all changed on January 11th, 2020. It was on that day that Madame announced she was doing streams to raise money for charity, lending a hand following the recent fires in Australia. She would be doing these streams with her friend and Discord co-owner, Wang, or God of Wang.
Alright guys, so I have a friend and his name is Lee.
What up?
And he lives in Australia, and he pinged me today in
Why
my
is
private
it rest
server
in
and was
peace,
like,
Nani? Did
"Hey,
they
I have a
die or did
proposition."
they just
and I was like,
fucking
sure.
leave? Did they die, leave, or get into controversy?
I know there's a controversy. Because wasn't there a Nani in the FCK?
Yeah. For context, the Spoctor drama at the time, the Predator allegations were often lumped in allegations of an art contest and Spoctor not crediting fan art. They just left with allegations, potentially. They fucked off and got outed in the FCK. Well, that's great. I'm glad a bunch of, like, adults just got, like, away with that fucking shit.
I mean, that's the tidbit that I remember from the Akumu vid. And now I'm remembering we have to watch 9 hours of another Akumu vid.
Yep.
Not really expecting that it would be about Australia. And
Chat, you better support that 9-hour stream. Tip, donate. I'll debase myself during that stream. I'm never pausing the video. It'll be crazy.
He said that we should do charity streams together, and I figured that we could not only do 2 charity streams on Twitch this Friday, but I could also do a video just spreading awareness.
God,
On
I
top
love
of that,
the
all the revenue that I make in this video will be donated.
And although the stream went off well and money was raised, there was a lot of backlash in
Not
the comments.
really.
Madame
That's
hadn't given any updates on what was now widely accepted as a bogus lawsuit, and she was the person promoting the charity stream. They were rightfully skeptical. Updates were given 3 days later when someone would post on God of Wang's behalf. This person said that Wang was doing charity streams and only asked Madame to help because they were friends. The reality is that Madame made the video about the live stream in a bid to make herself look good. After it got backlash, she decided she wasn't going to help with the stream and dropped him as a friend. Madame would then go around and accuse Wang of being friends with a pedophile. The action that constituted such a horrific label, Wang's friend complimented the kid's character and called it cute. Again, do you see why so many people say that she tried to smear Scrubby? For the record, Wang's stream managed to raise $300 Australian, all of which went to charity. Unlike Madame, he was able to provide a proper paper trail and seems more like a well-intentioned third party that was kind of taken advantage of.
So Madame just kept charity money. Okay. Go fuck yourself.
My last name is
On
Wang.
January 16th,
I would have
2020,
so
God
many
of Wang-
nicknames.
That's fair. I suggest you guys go over the Spoctor dramas on stream to learn where a lot of the ACC madness started. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing that because I find it very weird that Ponder made a defense of Spoctor theory when there's still egregious issues regarding the fact of a 17-year-old dating a 13-year-old, in my opinion.
Would go into Repzilla's channel for an exclusive interview. As a former close friend of Madame, Wang's insight led to insane revelations about Madame as a person. The public generally saw her as a vindictive, shitty, manipulative doxer. Wang's claims made her look like an utter psychopath. Firstly, Wang discussed the whole situation with charity streams and the scams, revealing that Madame spent $4,000 on a Fendi purse. He also reveals that during
Jesus
2019,
Christ.
there was another situation where Madame risked a controversy by stealing art like she did with Slimers. Wang's intervention was the only reason she avoided that. But that's not what we're here for. It turns out that all the way back in 2018, Madame had falsely painted one of her ex-boyfriends as a stalker. She then used that as justification to post his phone number and send people to his house, posting a picture
Bro,
of
what? Why are you people so weird?
Falgi, when Hopeless Peaches in her initial drama got cancelled, one of her biggest crimes was hearsay being a bad friend. ACC is crazy.
I hate everybody in the space. Except Malay and Thuman. I really like Malay and Thuman. We save Malay and Thuman, everybody else goes away.
them at his door to her Instagram. She also claimed she'd already filed police reports against him, but according to Black Wolf Company, who checked for police reports in the area, this was not true. Madame's behavior had gone far beyond...
It was Black Wolf Company. Do you know who that is?
I like them. They're
Oh,
like
okay.
a trope.
I don't know who they are, so.
online drama and credit. She was now endangering people's lives.
Well, I heard from the person in question and the friend of that person that Ash had actually hired people from the dark web to go to we'll call him X number 1 to X number 1's house to take photos. Now that's from what I can see is true. There is Instagram stories from Ash saying like with that X number 1's house, his phone number, his his city or town, and it wasn't even just it wasn't even a photo from like Google Earth, which scared them. It had recent Halloween decorations up, which you can't just get off the internet. You kind of got to go to the house to take photos.
Madame also previously vented on Discord about how she was going to the town of another ex-boyfriend to try and kill him. This time she was only talked down from the ledge by her Discord mods.
I hate it here.
I'm gonna do it. I was debating with myself about it, pretty much doing anything I could to think rationally. At this point, it's not irrational. It's just an uncontrollable urge. My life and his. I'm just gonna do it. LMFAO. I hope the situation gets massive online. Might make some sort of YouTube news. I never even cared about being on the news. I never understood why killers wanted clout for their actions. Lol, kinda gay. But yeah, I'm like, damn. I bet hella people will find out. Okay, bye. Rant over. I'll miss you. Sorry, I can't control it. After Wang's interview, that was pretty much the end of Madame's relevance to the wider public. Of course, she would continue to make videos, first posting commentary and then moving to VR, but at that point, no one really cared. Her channel continued to decay throughout the year, with a massive amount of interest in South Korean culture and media. Some have even said she took the Patreon money so that she could move to South Korea. Her last hurrah was the decimation of her career, when she was terminated in November 2020. In fairness to her, I don't believe this is legitimate, but more—
Oh, that's interesting. So they just reported her account until it got terminated. Okay.
or just mass flagging her videos, and it only went through because this was COVID times, and YouTube left all their strike reports to bots. So, with us now looking over everything, what can we even make of Madame? Well, I'd like to bring you back to the near beginning of this video. As I went over Madame's early life, her recollections, her unrealistic backstory, the lawsuit against the mental facility, I still don't believe that Madame really did hitchhike and rebuild her life at age 15, but I'm open to believing that she suffered from borderline personality disorder. It definitely adds to the swings and moods between being totally unhinged and neurotic to totally silent. But even if she does suffer from that, those who have it at least have their limits. I don't think Madame was particularly born evil, but for me, it's how her chasing for clout and wanting to become an idol completely transformed her, and showed everyone that she shouldn't have got it in the first place. Whilst it's important to acknowledge the origins of how people like this come about, it does not excuse them of their responsibility with their actions. When you leave behind a history of lying, doxing, scamming, threats, and attempts on people's lives, at some point you have to take the blame. No mental illness will make me overlook her endangering the lives of others on numerous occasions. But at least in—
Yeah, I mean, okay, so, this is a good video. I just think Madame is boring. Her dramas are doxing a minor and stalking an ex-boyfriend while shitty. I feel like I'm like tired. I just kind of wanted to know why Madame left. I think that like this like really bothers me that it's like I think it just bothers me that I think it feels like people like didn't look at the Slimmers DMs a little bit more. It's just really weird to me. I don't blame Toastify for that. I just like it just like wasn't, because it was never a part of the overarching history of her drama. People just skipped over it. It's just like impossible to like, not to say that it's impossible to cover in a retrospective. It probably should have been covered in a retrospective, but it seems like that was overly overlooked because of the fact that people were more focused on art than anything else. Creative Crib, should I make a commentary channel or is it niche too oversaturated? Listen.
Do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do. If you're serious about it, if you have the personality for it, go do it. I'm very blessed that I have friends and an audience.
And the gift of gab.
And I guess the gift of gab.
If you're passionate about it, anything, no matter what it is, it'll come through. If you want to make videos, make it on whatever it is you're passionate about. There will be people that are interested in what the same topics that you are. But if you're just doing it because you want numbers or clout or money, people will call you a grifter, and people will discover that you're not actively caring about the topic you're talking about, and they may call you a grifter.
Have an opinion. Try to be as consistent with your opinion as humanly possible. We're only human, and we are gonna bend sometimes.
And you could change your mind, or if new
or you
information
could
comes up.
Statements.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, just have fun. I try to have fun.
Yeah, don't let it be too serious. This is the internet.
Yeah.
Like there's some heinous shit on here that we cover, and I would never recommend anybody cover it.
The map camp update, because
I saw.
There's a whole. He has the live meeting. Like, he has the live meeting.
Oh, you got the full one? Somebody found one?
Not the town hall.
Not the town hall.
An
Something
actual
else?
video talking about map camp and about making.
Interesting.
I don't know a lot about the other dramas. I kind of really want to look back into it. It's really, really important to me. Not to mention, the Spock drama is completely intertwined with separate drama, then it converges in a convoluted timeline. I know Jazz said hi, Jazz. Was like the Madame stuff is like boring comparatively to the rest of the ACC or other art commentary dramas, because it was literally just a matter of community ethics versus like what this person was actually doing wrong outside of the doxing and stuff like that. Like, the doxing, the stalking, and harassment is really bad, but it was just literally more people were focused on an art credit for a 16-year-old, like a 15, 16-year-old. Not really the, I don't know, she said fucking porn to remind her. It is what it is. I want to see Greg and Falgi go over Creepshow art and Artful. Hey, Jazz,
I have
we've
bad
already
news
done that.
for you. And guess what happened?
And I fucked up, Jazz. You were there for it, Jazz. You even made fun of me for it. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey.
Jazz, you were there. You literally DM'd me about this. Why is the title of the Opp Block is over? You have to restart the stream.
That's rude, but it is true. The VOD will be up. You'll see.
Was I?
Was
Yes,
I?
Jazz. I don't remember, Jazz.
Oh,
You'll just have to
we have to
rewatch
cover it again. We have to cover it again. She's saying.
Can because I know YouTube doesn't allow it. They don't allow you to like reboost your own stuff. Probably not.
The VOD will be there.
The
Start
VOD will always be there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for our show tonight. That was great. Thank you guys for being here. Special shout out to Scarlet Reaper, Rose Malay, and
I think that's it.
Conspiracy Lemur, I guess. If Rose and or Scarlet Reaper threw Aiden's community under the bus, that's really, really fucked. That's really fucked. And I think that that's not okay. But otherwise, that's it. I'm Falgi. That's Greg. Thank you guys, everybody. And goodbye.
Listen, as an ACC lurker for over 8 years, it's so funny watching people's brains break over the community's really bad morals and skewed.
Yes, thank you, Lemur. Thank you, everybody. And